So, last time you all decided it was a grand idea to go siege a castle, upon which you couldn't agree where the stealth mission started. Then, a dragon came in to help you, whack some shit around, and then Quinn was too eepy to join the battle, writing all the letters and Cathal running them all around for her, that she decided to stay home and said, fuck you, I am sleeping, and decided to sleep all the way through the whole mission.
She was sleepy. She was very tired. She did a lot of work for these guys. Today she said break.
It's too EP. That level of
So-
EP is not allowed.
You defeated the enemies, unlocked the Holy Queen from her prison. She blessed you with
What
some
the fuck?
knowledge, and yeah, they awakened the Queen of Preservation.
Oh, okay. I was
Remember with
you
the
got
dragon?
the blood dragon.
Yeah,
The queen
Oh.
/ saint / goddess.
Oh, yes.
his mama.
I thought we were allowed to do that because it would cause more havoc.
Oh,
She
she
was
woke up on
wrestling.
her own.
Oh, cool.
We wanted
You were
to
trying
happen.
to stop your friend Hananda from waking her up manually.
Yeah, it's like an alarm versus naturally waking up.
Like if you guys wake me up beyond being asleep, I'm gonna be called a problem. Pretty.
So
Yeah.
she woke up, defeated the big evil bad. You'd saved the day, kind of, and you all got blessed with some information. Tides found out that his homeland is dead. It's been dead for a very long time, and that he somehow ended up as a survivor of a horrific event that killed his entire homeland.
Oh.
I mean, we know some people are around. They're just spread thin.
They're nearly
Cordova
extinct.
found out that a person of great importance to his clan is back alive again from the dead.
Anyway.
But in support of Nosh, at least I'm like 90 billion% sure.
Maybe unconfirmed.
He was like, man,
Which,
I'm
if that's-
so glad we're getting out of here so we don't have to fight any more undead. And he's like,
Which,
I always
if
come
that's-
back. And he's like, God fucking damn it.
yeah, which if that's true, will totally not make for any Civil War material later. Definitely not.
I'm getting tired of undead pulling Afton. I always come back.
Like, motherfuckers.
He's like, the guy I hate.
That-
He's
yeah, no,
manages to combine with other things I hate.
That's like that's where the lines are actually drawn, not between like, support Nosh or like, uphold the old leader as well or anything. It's just, okay, who's tired of all this undead bullshit? And this is, some of them are like, actually I think it's pretty cool. And I was like, no!
No, stop. So then so Alirse got to connect with the Queen and find out that Alirse is connected to the Queen, whose name is Shiley.
Shiley Eyes.
He's
I'm sorry, who's he? What's
so
it?
let's say it's royalty?
Alirse got an image of a group of 4 wizards that walked through multiple lands and fought different beings. And in her body, she was an undead. And she met a queen named Shiley, who was a sexy lich.
No.
Highly level.
No! No, wait a second!
It only now just clicked.
It's like, I stared the fucking at first. I was like, wait a second. Oh no!
It's like, why are you bringing up that campaign? Oh no.
No! Put it away!
And now, you're understanding!
I didn't do it! No, it wasn't my fault! He thought Nuke was a good idea! I did not agree to it.
No one agreed to
He
it.
threw with our permission.
So,
I know!
as everybody comes back to the tavern, right? You all venture back to the tavern. to eventually make your way off, because you've been also received a letter of a letter that recognizes you from the kingdom of Sluffberg to help out the next kingdom of Goro with their plight.
Yep, I wrote it down actually. It's a letter of introduction to Gilene, or Saint Marcus as they're more frequently known.
And so now you head
Yikes.
off towards the kingdom of Goro. However, you returned to the tavern for your friend, as you see that Wanda is passed the fuck out at the table, with Castle kind of like attending to other things and like supplies and stuff, and he is still on his mount of biscuit.
Yeah,
Well-
on the trek back,
not to eat inside indoors. Just like you just get off.
Uh,
Like, he's-
Hold on a sec. Hold on a
was gonna
sec.
say-
Which dragon does Wanda like hang out with the most?
Blue Gore.
she usually is with Boulders and Gabe, rather
I
than one of the other
was gonna
ones.
say Cordova's going to pick one or both of them up and just hold them up next to one.
So Wanda,
one's
you hear
children.
a
to
crash
wake her up.
as you see two big dragon pup things get smacked on the desk by Cordova, as Blue Gore is next
What?
of you, looking up at you.
What? She looks up like, what's going on? What's happening? What?
We're back.
Come on. Like, so her head lifts up, and like some papers on her face because it's rolling, and she rubs it off and just like, what? Oh hey, how long was I out?
Long enough to miss the siege.
Oh, sorry, dude. You guys survived,
you're
right?
good. We won.
That's good.
So yeah, as I was saying, over the course of the trek back, Cordova and Tides would have noticed that Alerce would gradually seem a bit more spirited as they were heading back. She'd lose some of her deadpan in her voice. And so when Wanda awakes, she goes, "Wanda, your eyes look absolutely puffy and red with excitement. How's office life been treating you? Do you miss getting hurt in battle already? I could help with that, you know." And she boops you on the nose. "Remember not to act too sappy and clingy, or you may wake up one day to find everyone, even Cathal, has pried you off like a tick. Don't worry, just because you're alone doesn't necessarily make you an antisocial creep who's failing at life."
Wanda looks at Alerce like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Where's
Who are
Alerce? Who did you replace her with?
She's a bit confused, and she's like, "I can't remember much important happening. I did die, but it was nothing too bad."
And they look at Cordova. What happened?
I don't fucking know.
That's gross. Go away.
We met
Just like,
we met the big skelly lady, and she gave us visions of future past.
future past.
Wanda.
My
Oh, go ahead.
my people, despite being scattered, may or may not have an impending sovereignty crisis.
Everyone's gone through identity crisis. I see. I got you.
Another
So-
day, another cataclysm.
As you
And I think Wanda just picks up Bulgur and kind of just like has her on her lap as she just pets him, mostly for like a mental sake. Just like something's wrong.
as you
If I
look,
think too much about it,
do you look at Alerce?
I look at Alerce.
As you look at Alerce, your eyes widen as you have been now received some magic, as your memories begin to bubble up, as a bit of the magic from Shiley has been transferred to you as well through her. Upon doing so, the fragment splits once again and goes to you, as there is now a fragment of memories between you two. As you look deep into your memories, Wanda, you sense a familiarity of these, as you see a group of wizards, all four of you together, traveling through various accounts of different lands, some mechanical, some not, some made of Wild West, others of different creatures, as well as a dragon that is gung-ho about science, and a gothic femboy cleric. You also, who keeps protesting he is not a cleric. You also find that you're going through trying to protect everybody the best that you possibly can with your martial prowess. And the only word that echoes in your head is Isla.
What the fuck? He blinks and looks around. It's like, Riley? Wait. What? No. Who the fuck is that?
You both share a memory of intense heat and cauterizing wounds at the very end.
He just hisses a little bit. Just, fuck.
Classic Wanda. Anyway, who's ready to enjoy a post-victory celebration? I've just got to turn in my field report. And she's going to set up some more letters to be delivered, each containing a piece of a puzzle that will be delivered to the other heads. And when placed together, we'll send someone on a scavenger hunt that leads to Reccord's grave, where she has buried the report proper.
You hear a door swing open as a disheveled-looking vampire steps out. Oh,
Rex? You alive?
Sadly, yes.
I thought they put you up the cross and everything. That was crazy.
As he steps 1 foot into the sunlight and disperses into dust.
Oh.
No!
Fake out.
I think Wanda had like a little bit of a twinkle in her eyes. Oh, good. The people can go back to
The
him
fuck
again.
even was that?
And you just kill that the light inside of her. Hopes and dreams, dashed to pieces, just like that.
That's what's known in the biz as a DM rug pull.
I couldn't help myself. Perfect opportunity.
I'd honestly be more mad if he was alive after I purposely asked. Looking at him, there was a way I could cast my spell to resume. And you're like, nope, he's dead. He's used to that
I
one.
will say this: only Wanda saw that. No one else.
You see Wanda's eyes shine for a second with hope, and then just see it just go dull and dash hopelessness.
Well, what's going on? You look like you just saw one of the dragons that got kicked.
Nothing. Just the usual. Hopelessness. Anyways, she continues petting Bogard to decompress.
So now you got some perks, but
What's-
keep talking as I write these perks out for you.
Keep
What's
it up,
the-
Wanda. You might catch up to tides one of these days.
What's the plan? Like her accent slowly, surely kind of like slowly getting to a southern one, but she's going back to original.
You're a fusion
original
now
accent.
of memories.
What's the plan here?
Of course, we gotta celebrate before we depart on another epic quest. Now, I can't help but notice you all believe my generosity ends once we finish the battles. I've packed lunches, turned in the field reports, paid for Wanda's equipment, offered to cover food and drinks, planned welcome celebrations for our latest additions, but no one ever bites. You wound me. Yes,
I'm
I
trying to
know.
remember if Shiloh was like
You're-
this And I don't remember Shiley being this generous.
You're
It's
expecting
traumatizing.
the trick, the knife behind the back. But look at me. Empty hands, honest eyes, straightforward delivery. This is real, alright? Sometimes
I
the
don't know.
cruelest thing one can do is show mercy, because it drags the suffering out and teaches you to want again. If you give up on life and its many indulgences because of me, why, that just wouldn't be right at all. I have to provide the carrot and the stick or the whole thing falls apart. Now come on, let's enjoy ourselves just for tonight.
Al, what bullshit you trying to pull today?
She just gave you a whole speech. She's been trying to give you guys the carrot to reward for her bullshit, and you guys never take the reward. You guys are like, this is leading up to a trick, and it's not.
Okay, so paradoxically, Cordova's response is going to be, I'm buying my own food and drink, never offer me room report again.
Yep, she didn't touch the food or drink. She literally said before,
Yeah, no,
get
he's
as much as you
so good
want.
at
She would
drinking.
cover it. And you were like,
Give me
nope,
the
straight
report
to
so I have
bed
a
for
sense.
me.
No, I don't trust. I don't like it.
You don't trust a thing much about. I think this one is like, give me the report so I can get sent.
I even tried to think of times Alerce has actually lied to you, and the only one I could think of was the fucking lever prank with the trapdoor, and she did not put the trapdoor there.
The betrayal, you know? I just thought we could never trust you guys. It's like, you bastards!
But she did in fact pay for your weapon. You did accept that one, but I think only because there was the joke about everyone else had been splitting the money they found, and Alerce had kept hers, but she was like, oh, I'll pay for this, and she pulled out a separate coin purse from the one on her belt, and it was clearly like dusty and dirty, like she had looted it from somewhere. And you were like, well, that's basically my money, so yeah, I'll take it up, or take you up on that.
Honestly, I don't think Vana has shared her money either, so... Gross. Hello.
Oh, look, he decided to show up.
Wow. Look who is Phoebes.
Ready to sail the high seas after our victory celebration?
Blah, 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 blah.
Ba 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 ba. Ma 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 ma.
Mwah.
Okay, continue.
Well, I said my thing.
I asked the report.
The others just don't trust me. Wink, even when I, out of character, tell them it's all fine.
Fuck you. We only trust you as a person. I didn't trust you as a person. Like, I don't want you.
Hey, Quinn, I have news.
What is the news?
In the previous session when we were Wandaless, I was offered another Faustian bargain, and you know what I did?
What do you do?
I said no.
Good job. So you did have to get punched in the throat by me. Good job.
Thank you for the positive
Okay.
reinforcement.
For the record, it did proceed to hijack his body anyways, but not by choice. Also, to be fair, as far as the body hijacking goes, Cordova was the first one to do it this time, because he got within range of a relic and attempted to, hijack his shit. He's like, nah, I bet that's like an Alerce thing or something. I bet it has nothing to do with this relic. He then packed the relic.
Also, when Tides heard the ominous disembodied voice, his immediate first thought was, "Hey Cordova, I'm hearing an ominous disembodied voice." It's
No,
offering
that's
you
rewriting
power.
history.
He proceeded to just have a chat with it, still listening.
It's like,
That's
hey,
rewriting history. What you actually
it's-
did was like, oh, cool. Is this gonna cost blood, my body, my soul? What are
Like
we
that-
talking?
that kind of played out. I'm gonna be honest. That kind of played out like a how it should have ended skit.
it's like and wait, I think I also, the reason I got possessed was that I said, I apologize, ominous disembodied voice, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave, and then it basically just said, no, fuck you, and then possessed me anyway.
As
My
long as
exact
it's
word.
non-consensual. We're fine.
My
You won't
exact-
get punched in the throat. As long as you
My
cannot
exact
consent to that
words.
situation. That's
My
all that
exact words were, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave my head, ominous disembodied voice. And then it inhabited me anyway, and made me summon something, I think? I don't even have any real summoning spells besides Conjure Dragon.
Oh yeah, and apparently fucking Cordova went fucking Pacific
Beast
Rim mode.
Kaiju Beast Mode.
Honestly, as long as nobody consented to this, then you weren't going to be punched in the throat. If
Yeah,
you were
it was
forced to be-
a non-consensual possession, but I did want to like chat up the disembodied voice about like the stipulations of any potential materials traded in exchange for the acquisition of said nigh godlike power. And I think I actually am going to draft a non-soul transference agreement document to use in tandem with any further potential Faustian bargains.
Please do not. Stop this nonsense. I don't want to be here.
Just sign here, signature here, initial here, droplet of your blood there. Cool. In accordance with this document, you do not get my soul.
Who are you signing it to, though?
Uh,
The idea is that he'll just have it ready, like the next time this kind of scenario happens.
You're right. This
Yeah,
is your
saying
blood.
it was like a do not resuscitate tattoo.
Instead of what was it? Instead of a do not resuscitate tattoo, it was a do not remove soul tattoo.
Leave my soul alone. Do not touch it.
So
Leave where
are you
found
wanting
it.
to make out a legally binding soul contract, or
Basically the
That's what I
opposite,
thought.
saying my soul's not on the table or something.
Touch it.
It's basically, I was wanting to do like a Faustian bargain contract, but with a soul non-transference clause.
So basically, you can't trick me into giving my soul away as part of these agreements.
My soul's not available.
how are you going to bind
It's
them
not
to
for
that
sale.
agreement?
I drop a little
You
bit
think?
of their deity blood on my papers.
But how are you going
Sorry,
to bind them to that
here.
agreement?
I'll figure it out.
I would assume he spells it out for them in person. He could just read it if he needs to, and then if he's unconscious, it speaks for itself.
And I could make it literally speak for itself if I bound Magic Mouth to the contract.
True.
Magic Mouth is one of my favorite spells.
Like a cross between a spell rot tattoo and just like an item with tongues on it. Or not tongues, magic mouth.
Oh, also, I got a sick new magic item. It was a trident.
You ever think how weird it is? It's called a trident, but it doesn't do bludgeoning damage, so it can't leave dents.
I got the pawn
Quinn,
and
these
Yeah.
are your new perks that you've gained from your memories.
Okay.
Martial Eye, Veil Advantage, and Weapon Wheel.
When fighting a foe for 2 rounds in combat, you can spot the weakness of a foe. Neat. When fighting a foe, when you drop below half health bar, once per combat, you can use roll 1d4 and swing on a foe for no reaction when they attack you once per day. And weapon wheel. Ooh, extra weapon options. I retract and restate my previous. Ooh, neat.
Okay, so what's the D4 have to do with a veil advantage?
So, when you drop below half HP, you immediately roll a d4, right? And without a reaction now, you can attack the foe back that many times if you choose to, either individually or right up front. So, say you roll 4, okay, next person that would attack Wanda, she could attack back 4 times if she wanted to, or attack back once and then wait till the next time, and another, and another, and another. But only while under half.
Yep. I get easily under half quite easy.
The 4 could carry over if she waits in the battle, but it's only once per day. So it's not like she could stay at like under half and then go up and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
So the function of the D4 is how many retaliatory strikes there are.
Yes.
So that it's a once per day and once per battle ability. So you couldn't just spam it by dropping to half, using it, getting refilled, dropping to half, using it, etc., etc.
Spam it.
That's too strong.
Yeah, that would be ultra scuffed.
You just gotta wait till the next dungeon we fight in, and one of the basic skeletons turns around and says, "This is what's called a difficulty increase."
Because when I was testing this Fire Emblem system, they were in the Wizard game. And in the Homebrew Hell game. And so, yeah.
Hard knock life for us.
You had to follow that really complicated weapon system.
It was very complicated. Well, also, we were fighting really strong enemies, so I had no time to be like, okay, I can do this. No, I can't. Nope. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Nope. Don't know.
I mean, I was a monk, and I literally never went below, like, max key points, thanks to that, so I didn't mind. So anyway, is Tides going to take Alerce up on her victory celebration? The other two, once again, do not believe me, even when I say out of character. There's nothing wrong with it.
I keep forgetting Alerce is a woman. Anyway,
yes, we've heard many times who she reminds you of.
Okay,
like
sure.
I don't have a deep voice, but I am a female.
Wait, I've said. Oh wait, is the recording going?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
You're 30 minutes late, so yeah.
A little bit. So, you must choose.
I bled a lot from that gash on my leg. My dogs were really excited and doing a lot of roughhousing. Had to break them up.
Had to break those dogs in half. Teach them a lesson.
No, just real deep cut. And I ain't talking Splatoon 3 either.
Deeper than the FNAF lore. Anyway.
So, what are you all gonna do?
As you can see, I'm a cute, nice cleric overflowing with mercy. Please trust me. Don't make me say it again.
Tides, do you take the food?
Tides picks up a piece of the food and inserts it through the open vacuum seal in his helmet.
See, is that so hard? There is no trick at all.
How you speak makes everything sound like a trick.
I can't help my inflections.
I check over to Cathal and see how he's doing. How you doing, Cathal? I'm sorry I was a little
He
knocked
looks
out.
tired. As tired as a skeleton could be.
You could call it his final rest.
No.
But he says to you, Dear Wanda, I
Cathal?
may have to apologize, for this might be our final encounter together.
What do you mean?
See, for while I was able to accompany you throughout your journey here in the dearest of Sluffburg by a lady of her preservation, it is over now. She is awake. I am here, returned from the dead. Yes, but out of time, it would seem.
Out of time.
Well, I was a man out of time, yes. And in doing so, I have fulfilled my great desire. It was to protect somebody through the trials and tribulations. And you survived past yours, and, well, I am now at the end of mine.
You're dying?
No, nothing of that caliber. I just won't be able to accompany you beyond the gates and the walls of this land.
Oh. Water frowns.
Once
Alright.
you depart from this area, I won't be able to come with you. At least that is to my knowledge. As my soul rests here within Sluffburg, and if I was to venture beyond its borders, where the undead are not recognized as either friends, I would be seen as a foe. Especially if you tend to travel, especially if you wish to travel towards the kingdom of Goro. They would see me only as an enemy, and I would be no more than a hindrance to your adventure.
Okay. Well, it's just kind of very sad to see one of our favorite companions leave.
For the first time, he gets down off his horse.
Oh.
He walks to you, and he hugs you. I have enjoyed our
Go back.
adventures very much, Wanda. You have been a fine fellow, an amazing person that I could ever hope to bear with a friendship. You have shown me the deepest gratitude of a heart one could have. You have given me such life, such vigor, that I might be able to exist beyond just the duty of a skeleton and beyond a knight. I thank you from the very deeps and pits of my marrow that you have given me such a time as this. Thank you, Wanda.
I do. Cathal. And he just hugs him really hard. She tries to hide her tears. She's like, this is great.
Cordova does a 7-gun salute, even though he's not dying.
Alerce, meanwhile, is not hiding her tears. She has a handkerchief. Oh, how tragic. In another life, I was deeply, hopelessly in love with someone quite similar. He was a man of the cloth, and now I'm a cleric, and the only thing I love is the slow, inevitable decay of all things. That's called character growth, right? I'm just looking for that special someone to torment and be tormented by for the rest of our days.
Wait, you can feel love?
When Al mentioned the man of the cloth, I think Wanda has a shiver down her back from the memory of another life.
But I could never hate another person. No.
You only
I heard
hear
them out of
the
love.
vague memories in your head, Wanda, of, oh, for thine Lord, yes, oh, praise be, for I praise upon thy Lord, and I giveth of thy holy aura, oh!
I mean,
You are
without
suddenly
pain,
you
how
are
would they know
suddenly filled.
pleasure?
You are suddenly filled with muscle memory of a combat encounter you never partook in.
I think Iwata just kind of clutches onto Cathal and she's like, please don't leave.
You said please don't leave.
I know, but she's like, nope.
She's like, don't leave me with these freaks.
So any location beyond the walls of Sluffburg is basically just a societal dead zone for the recently deceased.
A little
Well,
bit.
Pretty much,
Just a
because
little
they
bit.
all see them as enemies of the world. Because this is the only kingdom that uses undead.
Is that the societally
Precious
correct
after
term? Or is the societally correct term the recently deceased or the mortally challenged?
I was literally about to say no, it's the mortally challenge. You beat me to it.
What? I don't want to be rude.
Take 2 psychic damage.
They're people
Ow.
with death, not dead people. That's the politically correct term.
I think after Cathal and Wanda eventually separate, Wanda does hug Biscuit. It gives her like a bag of little biscuits.
Looks at you with those cute, sad cat eyes.
Those cute, sad, empty eye sockets.
I'm gonna miss you, Biscuit. The coolest horse.
Cold, dead eye sockets.
The cold, dead stare that's somehow cute and adorable and sad.
I miss you so much, Biscuit. You're the best horse.
Why is the long, stiff face?
I give her some biscuits.
Do you feed him a biscuit one last time?
Feed her biscuits. Plural.
Cue the Sarah McLachlan music.
And as we established, they just fall out because he told us they were called biscuits because they used to enjoy them, but they can't anymore because they just fall out.
He just crunches up the biscuit as he then goes to like lean his head up to swallow as the crushed up crumbs and kind of like churned biscuit falls onto the ground, splat. As it's still dry because he doesn't have anything to chew with.
It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
For pets. Maybe the next life you get to eat all the biscuits.
For my dearest Wanda, I do wish to give you a departing gift, though. If you would accept, since we are so connected. I really wish I could go with you. However, I can't. So, I shall instead give you my garb.
What?
He's going to give you his garb.
Oh.
Oh, I heard God, and I was like, what?
No. No. Garb.
I didn't so again, garb preservation? The fuck?
Like, have you heard the good news?
Here's a practice of faith that you never asked for.
Here's a practice of faith you never asked for. And oh, how about this idol, too?
It is our... Thank you, Cathal. I'll appreciate it. I'll treasure it forever.
Let me give you an image of this real quick. As this happens, do you take it?
Yes, he accepts it.
The garb asks you. You may only have one, but I ask you this question in earnest. Which would you rather have? The friend or the memory?
Friend or the memory? I guess... What does that mean, friend or the memory? Memories of our friends. Is it memories of a friend or just a friend? Or just memories?
The memories of the friend or the friend itself. with the friend, you can produce more memories.
Silence you.
You
You
are
got it.
only given these two options: the friend
Oh, these two options.
or the memory.
The memories?
Is this your final answer?
Thanks for the memories, yes.
You could try to roll an Arcana check.
I'm just thinking of the Spider-Man clip from Family Guy. Everybody gets one.
I could roll for I want to roll for a card because I my brain's like I'm thinking to say yes to the memories, but let's just consider what the fuck I'm talking about.
Everybody gets one.
I got 11.
Cathal is a soul inside of a suit of armor. He's giving you his mantle. He's giving you a piece of his armor. Which would you prefer to have in this lifetime? The friend, as in Cathal surviving for you to come back to, or the memories?
So Catholic can come back, but accept the friend?
I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying with the knowledge that you have, it's would you rather have the memories of Cathal? Or would you rather have the friend Cathal?
Minus the memories. Yeah.
I will keep the memories.
Would all
It-
knowledge of
it-
Oh, I was going to ask, would
Joe.
all
It'd be
knowledge of
terrible to
Cathal
not
cease to
have
exist?
memories of Catholic. Like all good things that we went through together, all the hardships. Yeah, I'm going to keep all the memories. As much as I do love Catholic, I don't want to forget about him. I don't want to forget the memories. How we shared, you know.
Then you will probably like this item then.
Wow.
I kind of imagine you're struggling with the lid of the magical gachapon capsule that contains the item, while Cactus is typing out the item description.
Ugh.
Almost done.
For some reason, I'm hearing Penelope's verse from "Would You Fall in Love with Me Again," but but I'm getting like clips like edited together, like shots of previous scenes from the campaign with Wanda and Cathal.
I'm hearing the purposely badly done version of the Titanic theme.
I will fall in love with you.
No, the one that's just the instrumental, but it's like.
Oh yeah, slowly.
Oh, just this shittily done rendition of "My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah.
You have gained the Echo
Echo
of Memory.
memory.
Echo of memory.
You see
For the
as
folks at
Cathal
home.
disintegrates, his bones
Whoops.
and soul completely leaving the armor he was in, along with his faithful companion, Biscuit. Sorry, no, not Biscuit, just Cathal. As Cathal's soul transfers into the cloak, gauntlets, and the sword, as it holds the sword is more of an ethereal looking shape.
He was supposed to know.
Do you put it on?
Yeah,
As
but
you,
definitely are tears going down our eyes.
As you put it on, you feel a hand rest upon your shoulder, and a voice in your head saying, "For I shall always live on within your memories. For I shall always live on with you."
Death
But it
is a
definitely
doorway to new life. We live today, we live again. In one form or another.
Biscuit is now tied to you. You now have a horse.
You can summon a
Oh,
ghost
jeez.
horse? That's rad!
I'm a ghost horse. But still, tears! Yes!
Ghost horses. What is this? My brother and me?
Oh, you know Mabim Bam?
Little bit. I definitely haven't listened start to end like 16 times out of boredom.
You have gained the
course
ability
you-
Biscuit Steed. You can summon Biscuit 5 times a day.
You summon Biscuit 5 times per day. I hope it's just a spirit. I hope he just kind of be able to move on to the next life, be a cool horse.
No,
The
Biscuit.
next life.
Biscuit is
Summon
now,
anywhere.
Biscuit is still tied to this mortal plane now to you.
Summon
think in
anywhere, like an enemy's chest.
In memoriam of Cathal, are you going to never leave Biscuit, and are you basically just going to be fused to the horse?
No. I wish I had to walk on my 2 feet. It's actually pretty uncomfortable to walk on a horse. Because it's bad for your
I can't
thighs.
imagine
You
it's fun to walk on a horse.
He has a
gotta-
saddle,
to,
you know.
to ride a horse all the time. It's painful for the thighs and hips, so, no.
It's not a full skeleton horse. It is just a horse with a skeleton on top of it.
Yeah, but you ride a horse, like, for a long period of time, it can actually really hurt your thighs and
Why
hips.
don't you climb on Biscuit?
Okay. You summons him. Summons Biscuits.
Biscuit's
Climbs
already
on
You're
there.
definitely retconning that part about it not being a skeleton, because you literally said the food would fall out.
Yeah, it's still a skeleton. It's a weird ghost hybrid thingy.
It's just like a
Oh my gosh,
nondescript.
that's just gorgeous.
Is it like it's like a semi-spectral, semi-skeletal horse?
This is what you see in front of you.
Not
Biscuit
like
looks
fully
gorgeous.
skeletal.
Hi,
the in-between.
pretty.
Biscuit was. You didn't
He
have to
climbed on
summon him.
top
He
of
was still there in front of you.
Oh!
So you
I
just,
thought
you just
Biscuit
call,
just
you just
sprayed with
call him.
Castle.
So as you call him, right, he just looks over at you, like I'm here.
Oh,
What's up?
I thought Biscuit disappeared with Castle.
Nope, you
Oh.
said the opposite.
Oh, I too also thought that he disintegrated, kind of like how Master Oogway disintegrated into a cloud of cherry blossoms.
So Biscuit
Nope,
is in
said
front of you.
Castle.
He just kind of headbutts you a
Hey.
little bit, little nub.
Yeah. He rests her forehead on top of his head and then just kind of like, we're gonna ride later on today at the moment though. He summoned you as rest, I think. It's rest for now.
You want him to rest for now?
Yeah.
He lays down on the ground.
Oh, he can't disappear? Can't just like go into a little gem or something like that? Oh, he's just stuck in the outside world. Got
He
you.
just lays down.
Place down.
What's that dog? Like Old Yeller? We gotta fucking drop him to 0 HP every time we went on Summon Biscuits.
You see the lights in his eyes, like the whites in his eyes, go completely out as the skeleton bones fall to the ground.
Dry bones sound effect.
Kind of gathers them up into a bag, I guess. Just like the you're
I guess
so
you have
scary.
a bag of horse bones.
And,
Just
Wow,
some
we
of
have
them
so
just
much in
throw
common.
them out. Throw them out. Go gadget biscuit.
oh gosh,
Come forth, horse.
definitely use that in the future. At the moment, don't need that right now. Oh goodness.
I can't believe we share a hobby of collecting bones and bags now.
You need a means of transportation. Go gadget contingency horse.
Okay, what's next on the agenda, people?
You want to do another dungeon run before we go?
Time to get zazzled.
Ugh.
I wonder.
Alright, I guess.
Is there a way to bottle the energy produced by a dark fountain?
You asked this before, and it's not a liquid, so
Oh,
you were
it's not
told
like
no.
a liquid. Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably happened like session 2 or 3, so I forgot.
Yeah, it's like necrotic energy, so even if you bottled it, it'd like destroy the fucking container.
Even if you bottled it, it would eat through the bottle. So yeah, no luck.
Well, last I heard of you guys, you were either going to enjoy the picnic or you were going to travel on to one of the side locations from the map.
Yep.
As you were to
After
now,
we
There's a side
rested.
location.
as you
We were
to
headed
now,
to the location with the lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
as to the way that I heard it, is that the whole thing was that because you were going to be traveling, you decided to hit some of the side areas, all of the side areas, before you go, depending on the order of things, before you head up to the next area. The current way you can go is that the closest locations to are 10 or 11. 10 being Dolith Keep, or 11 being Steel Feather Mountain Range. Or you could try to go to one of the lower regions and then head over to 9, which is the
Yeah,
Spire.
I remembered we were interested in the one that had a bit of lore concerning Tides' people or something like that.
Or
Yes,
you know
That was the
something
location.
related.
Was that the location with the lighthouse?
Yeah, the
Lighthouse?
place that was. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember it. I think being mentioned that like the entire place was like rent into salt.
Yes,
Yeah, and
the
I was on board partly because I was secretly hoping they meant salty, as in, like, you're upset or disappointed.
yes, the legend surrounding it was it used to be a diplomatic location for man and sea creatures. However, after a horrible accident, the whole area got turned to salt.
Yep. I also wanted to see Tides painfully dry out. Secretly.
See, it's the
Turn
same
to
Alirse,
salt.
just more
Salt
cheery.
spice style.
Why is Alerce suddenly so cheerful?
I explained that. I messaged you for the part you missed. Unless I said... Yeah, no, I sent it to you.
Bad at reading.
Because she
So-
awakened another part of her soul. And if you
Ah.
recall, she was saying some strange things at the end of last session. And that seems
do.
to have completely meshed now over the course of the trek back.
Rereading bits of this.
And Wanda has not yet seen the other side of that.
I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to see the other side.
So, Wanda, how do you feel now that Cathal is gone? Biscuit is left as a haunted memory of him, unknowing where Cathal went, but chooses to now rely on you. And Cathal is a memory echo in your brain that can sometimes, depending on if the echo survived long enough, remember things as the soul makes a copy of itself.
Absolute shambles. There's a lot going on today. There's a lot just happened. I'm thinking I should have said friend instead, but I didn't want to just... There's a high chance the memories would be gone. I just had a clone of Cathal. I didn't want that. I want the memories.
You do have the memories. He lives on as a memory.
Yeah. If I did not choose memories, I would have just got Cathal without the memories. Would I?
No, you wouldn't. That's a lie that Tides put in your brain.
No, I put it
Yeah,
in
you
their brain.
guys, fuck that.
If you would have chose
It was
Cathal,
me.
he would have been bound to you instead of bound to the undead queen, and you would have been able to waltz out of here with him.
Well, when you have an option
can I
called
shake my
memories,
chest?
it implies the
Fuck
other does
this.
not have it.
I would have just had
What
it on
I
my
s-
side this whole time. Fuck
Fucking
that.
Tides
I
is the
ain't
one
never
that put the
listened to
bad
what's
idea
going
in
on
your
now.
brain.
No, he does not. I said it, he
Fuck
repeated
that.
it.
What I said was,
Shut
what
up.
I said
I don't hear
was,
words got your mouth. You fucked it up. I ain't
Okay.
never do no kind of sense
You're
of
using
camaraderie.
Tides as a scapegoat. It was literally me, and I'm admitting it.
You said that.
No one trusts no one trusts Shiley's words.
Yeah, even when I literally say, no, that was me.
what I said was, if you have the memories of him, he dies, or like fully re-dies. But if you don't, you still have him, and thus can make more memories.
Oh, Tides had it right then.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well,
I want it back. Can I switch? I don't want the goddamn thing.
no, you can't switch.
They literally said, are you sure?
Actions
Oh my
have
God.
consequences, as I can attest. Actions have consequences.
Yeah, Tides accepted my food, and now he's perfectly fine and full.
I'm so done. Give me back my mans.
No.
My mans. I'm done. I'm done this campaign. I'm done.
Wanda,
This
you
is my
sound
goal in
hangry.
life.
You're
Depression.
quitting the
That's
campaign.
it. I'm
You're quitting the
done.
game over the loss of a skeletal cavalier?
It
Not
was
even
the
a
only
loss.
thing
The
I
dude's still
ever
around.
really
The
I'm
dude's still
sorry.
around. His
I
form
almost gave
is...
her a headache.
His form isn't... He lives beyond the physical.
Give me
Come
back
on,
my
Wanda, you're not
mans.
you and you're hungry.
You know what? I've
I don't
said
want you to
before.
move.
You know, I've said before.
Oh my
We live-
God.
We live today, we live again, in one form or another. This is another
I
form.
want to
He's
switch
still
my
in there.
hand so bad. Give it back.
Well, there is a
Can I
way.
use a redacting?
No. There is
Why not
another
just
way.
bind him to a new set of bones?
Is it?
Well, you know, the Dark Dragon Greem has returned.
Why not?
No.
Why not bind him to a new set of bones?
And Grima has the Domain of Death on his hands.
Hey, don't come encroaching on my man
I'm
Merkel.
not going to do a tithe. I'm not going to sell my freaking soul to the devil to get Cathal back. I ain't that desperate. But fucking A, man.
There is
I have
also
never
another
been
way.
more tricked in my life.
There is another way.
I was like, I want my friend. I just want a friend,
Roll me.
man.
A history check.
Oh my god. Oh no, my god, thanks for reloading.
Hello there. How are you?
I got a natural 1, a 0. I ain't got shit. I'm depressed.
You're too distraught to remember.
What would I forget?
Remembering's hard to do on an empty stomach.
I'm depressed. I'm not eating your food.
Howdy.
I'm
Yeah,
so
and for
depressed.
that you shall suffer.
Cordova, would you like to try?
Some
Whoa, whoa,
food.
whoa, whoa.
Roll a history check.
Whoa.
Remember the taste of home?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
History
whoa.
check.
Hey, look at that! I rolled a 2. I got a 3.
Bird brain.
Whoa.
For people with 2 brain cells, you guys sure do overthink.
I actually have low intelligence, but I'm doing all this goddamn
Ty,
paperwork.
would you like to roll a history check?
I'm just enjoying the food. She's slam
I'll roll
jamming
the
some
history
food
check.
because Al
Roll
has
the
a great
history check.
appetite.
Roll the fucking history check.
You know what? I'm gonna also roll a history check. I happen to have a +4 to those.
I just asked if you want
Oh,
to
yeah?
roll one.
I got a 6.
No one asked you,
Bring us
Tides. No.
I'll roll. Your last
I got
chance.
I got a mediocre roll with.
I
got-
don't wanna.
Roll, damn you.
Fate said no.
He's
I asked
No.
you to play in my RP space and you turned me down. So I'm
I don't
doing
want
the
your damn
same.
food.
Crosses
I have a still
arms.
I still won't. Just because I'm not going to get myself. I'm not going to let myself go down that low for you.
Nah, Alerce said, and turned away.
I'm not going to indulge your wants just because you won't indulge mine. Fuck you. We're going to the same thing. We pay together.
Well, at least I have the
That's
taste of this
disgusting.
food to bring
You
up my
fucked it
mood.
up too. You're the one who got me
Congratulations,
gay.
the conversation rank is raised from C to B.
You fucked up the whole thing, bro. You fucked it up. You gave me
No, it's just one of those,
You fed
just
me
one of those
lies.
landmine supports where
All God's coat and it's dust. I don't want the dust. I want its physical form. Damn you.
just one of those landmine supports where it's like, okay, it did go up a rank, but nothing seems to have improved between these
Nothing
two.
has improved.
You're
I think
just
that works.
arguing like an old you're just arguing like an old married couple, and then suddenly da 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 support rank goes up.
I don't remember there being too terribly many of those in Awakening. I remember those being pretty rare, but I do remember a few of those.
I remember a lot of them in Fates.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's Fates
Which game-
like that.
Which game is the worst, and why is it Genealogy of the Holy War?
Like the Fates overall is fucking depressing.
I'm so
Well,
hungry.
we've been enjoying ourselves all night, so I guess I'm gonna turn in. We got a big day tomorrow.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, and believe me,
Hey, Wanda,
Cordova ate and drank his fill. Just nothing that anything Alers offered.
hey Wanda, do you want a punching bag?
No, she goes to a different room. She just goes upstairs. So angry.
Always knew Tides was one of those.
Okay.
Just imagine the alt universe though. Yes, just doesn't wait at all. Just immediately starts beating the shit out of time.
I just disappear. She just goes upstairs. It's just fuck it.
It's just like the full-on standing here, I realize.
So done.
His body's just like
Actually,
rippling
oh,
because he's
just
got no
go
back.
into my room.
Fucking
Nano
Wanda,
machine,
Wanda
son.
just
except
Okay.
it's the version with the roles reversed because Tides isn't the jacked one here. It's the Doctor Pain Inhibitors.
the 7-page Muda from Golden Wind.
Oh my god. I'm so angry. I said, I'm just gonna do this. I want friend. I want memories. I don't know. I get fed lies and misguidance. I lose my best friend. I lose my
Cactus
man.
did say they do not know for sure, and we were like, "Yup, that's what." That's the
To be
case.
fair, I kept shut, but for the record, the bit that I was thinking wasn't really closer.
My man's gone. He's
You're acting
gone.
off
I'm
your
The-
Kaduva.
Okay, follow me on this. I heard a choice between the memories or the friend. I thought the cape armor and sword had a preset boon, and Cactus was potentially setting up for like being forced to pick between that boon and the one that the memories provided from earlier.
It was the friend
I'll go get
or the
dog how you
memories.
talk about it.
I said if you chose the friend, you would be able to make more memories, and I meant that because Caffel would still be here.
Me 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 me
Done.
me 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 me
Fuck off.
me 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 me.
Yeah, Tides is just out of the suit in the wash basin.
So, after you all awake, what y'all up to?
Yep. Tides asked me to wake him up.
You just,
As you
I
all
think you
go
just,
to
like,
sleep
you
that night.
jostle the wash basin. Oh.
What?
Who is this? And why does he have such gilded shades?
Who
My
is this
reaction.
Warhammer?
It's my reaction.
Oh. I thought that'd be the
Hold-
character, like a new character. Like, what the fuck is this Warhammer-looking guy over here doing here?
No,
He's
it's
got a
just
white,
it's just a
he's
meme.
got a white monster.
It's a meme. Cool.
Yeah, just a meme.
Wanted to sleep in between
You
bullets
all
and
go to
games.
sleep, Cordova. You see a vagueness of a purple cloaked figure with feathers, fighting with a war pick and a spear. As the eye turns to you, deep with blood red, again the words repeat in your head. I always come back.
No.
That probably means good things.
You awake, and Tides, you dream of restless shores upon the sea bank. As your view goes down to a watery depths below, you see a shining city, beautiful, a beacon of golden light, before it begins to wither, crack, the light shatter. The coral releases, the fish swim about it, and now all that is left is sunken, dead ruins. Some fish people around, others dead on the floor, rotting beneath the sea waves as their bones get collected into a pile as the waves pass on by, and all that you see is a cracked statue of King Atlanta. You then awaken. Quinn, you have a dream of Cathal. You both are riding off through the meadows of the grasslands, talking about life. He asks you a question. Are you really unhappy to have me by your side?
I'm happy with you by my side. I could have had you physically by my side, but I didn't let the lies get into my head.
They
You
aren't
just gotta
lies,
lose your head.
for I am still by your side, even in an echo. My soul still presides within that armor. I'm still with you, always. Just not in the way that you want. But I am here nonetheless.
Thank you, Cathal.
As you then say thank you, you realize the saddle got a lot lighter. And now you're alone with Biscuit. And you awaken. Illyrise, you are deep within a throne room, as Merkiel sits on a throne and you are on the other side of the throne room. Behind you is a visage of Shiley, In front of you is yourself. What do you say?
I gotta look through my notes because I have something perfect for this. Oops, I am getting so many results for my other stuff.
It feels like Alerce is about to learn a new magic thing. Demiplanar Expanse, Malevolent Shrine.
Alright, she's going to say, "Oh, hey love, you're just like a blade piercing my skull. Infectious, unsightly, and always on my mind. I just don't know what I find more attractive. Your eye sockets, your stature, or the way the mood drops whenever you enter a room."
He looks up from his throne. Why do you do this?
I mean, as shameful as it is to admit, I have a type. I like my men cold, fish-eyed, and stiff as a corpse with rigor mortis, and you fit all three.
He says to you, why do you continue this prattle? Why do you find
Oh.
such joyous interest in a man of the undead?
Oh my. If looks could kill, what you're doing right now would be considered a war crime. And she's gonna crack a smile.
Oh, for the love of all that is Jurgle. What do you want from me?
Well, I said it to my comrades before, but I'm just looking for that special someone to torment for the rest of our days, and to torment me back. She blushes.
I think you're looking in the wrong tomb.
Are you in a position to be picky right now? Let's be honest. She suddenly gets kind of serious.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, you're not getting any younger, let's be real.
I'm not getting any older either.
Sure, but how many eternities are you gonna keep saying that to yourself?
You trying to gaslight him?
It sounds like you're trying to rizz up the god of death.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. How many times have you heard of Merkel getting laid? Someone has taken interest, and he's like, "Why are you doing this? Go away." So she's like, "Are you gonna find another person who's attached to you like I am?"
Do you really want to get all up in that Mercusi?
She's always flirting with death if
you're
you
waking
think
up
about
with
it.
1 HP.
He knows just how to make my morning.
He says to you, why do you seek romance from a god of the undead? Would you not be better off seeking out one of the love gods instead?
I mean, she already explained. He's her type.
Mercule, you gotta understand, is like one of those beings of like, I'm so fucking dead inside and done with life.
A fixer-upper, perfect.
Oh, God. The girl says, I can fix him. He says to you,
I can fix him. I can torture him for eternity.
he says, for I've not felt love in a grand, well, a grand millennia.
And that's why the contrast will be so much sweeter.
Do you devote to me out of power? What is your devotion?
Oh my, you don't remember? I swore myself to you with the express purpose of being cursed even worse.
He looks at his like he just lifts his hands up and looks at them like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? He then puts a hand on, like, he puts his hands back on his throne. He says, "Fine then. If you seek out this prattle and that is your fight of devotion, continue in your stead. Grow to become such a cleric that you might impress me with your work, and that I might take a notice upon your mortal living, and for the care of the undead. Go beyond this fragment that is behind you."
So you're saying it's your first time being tortured? Don't worry, I'll go slow.
Oh fuck. He says to you, "Keep up the good work." As he sends you back with a face palm of, like, the face of like oh god. What the fuck, man? It was the joke was real when he's like, hey guys, other death gods, how the fuck do I handle this? How do I handle this cleric? Help me.
Person.
Jurgle, help, please. And Drio's like, nah man, that's all you. Withers said no.
So yep, she pleasantly starts her morning, and as agreed, she will wake Tides up by placing the bag of colding in there and mimicking the sounds of a polar bear growling with a minor illusion spell.
Make me a performance check.
Now, can I argue deception?
Sure.
I mean, I am being lied to.
That's what. It's always for the dumbest
boy.
shit.
It's always with the dumbest shit with you. You get baller rolls when you're doing stupid shit.
So, here's
Do
what
stupid
happens.
That's
shit
why I
now.
continue to commit. I don't learn my lesson.
So here's what happens. You drop the bag of colding. Is it open?
It's just open enough to let a little bit inside and slowly cool the water.
The water
of the wash
sinks
basin.
a little bit into the bag and also begins to freeze. I'm going to consider the nat 20 for both, as you drop it in so deceptively that you have deceived Tides that he is no longer in a temperate region. He is in the Arctic. Tides, you feel as if your tentacles are getting a little bit frosty. As you wake up, half your body is frozen, and there's a polar bear in front of you about to eat your face off.
He lets out a blood-curdling scream as he attempts to leap out of the frosty waters of the wash basin and
Roll me a
clamber
strength
back
save.
into the suit while trying to break off portions of his tentacles.
Oh yeah, I wasn't trying to freeze him. Just chill the
Yeah,
water. No.
Yeah, something bad's about to happen because I got a 4.
You're not able to get out. No, instead
I
you
can't move.
Your tentacles have frozen into the tub. They're heavy with ice, and
You've become one with the tub.
you are very stuck, and this polar bear encroaches further and further, lining up your face with its maw as it opens up.
Oh, I can't do all that with a minor illusion.
But you got a nat 20, so, you know, shit happens.
He closes his eyes and resigns himself to his fate.
There's like a god of trickery who's like, we're gonna make this funnier.
The minor illusion happens, but you got such a good roll that a god of trickery is like, I want to see where this is going.
Just makes it just a wee bit more animated than it should be.
Yeah. You know, I like that idea.
Like, they gotta spread their portfolio somehow.
They got a divine exposure and maybe rake in some potential new followers.
Oh, yes. You see, the mask has found you quite funny.
You talking about Alerce or me?
Probably a mix of the two, if we're being real.
As I'm just resigned to my fate, so I'm just eyes closed, slowly freezing over.
Yep, she's gonna cancel the illusion and say tides. Tides.
One of his eyes is kind of like fused shut already due to the ice, and kind of like opens the other one.
What's it like looking at the woman who's gonna haunt your dreams tonight?
Oh god. Oh god.
So, the god called the Mask, otherwise known as the Lord of Shadows, finds it quite funny the prank you're playing on Tides. Tides, you now have a deadly fear of polar bears.
I've developed a crippling fear of polar bears.
Also, the Mask has smiled upon you.
With whom has the mask smiled upon?
Oh, I know that fucking reference you're doing.
The shadow.
Is that a Persona 4 reference?
Well, Persona 3, but yeah.
Oh, Persona 3, my bad.
The battle theme. Baby, 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 baby.
Bam.
Yeah. So, you have a deadly fear of polar bears, and the mask has smiled upon you. Upon doing so, you find a jester mask in your equipment. As you slip into your stuff, do you put the mask on, Tides?
I break off my frosted over tentacles and grow fresh ones. And I'm just gonna take a moment to inspect the jester mask. And I swear to God, if the next 3 words out of my mouth the moment I put this mask on aren't "somebody stop me,"
I was gonna say, if you turn into fucking Jim Carrey.
they just spin dramatically to such an intense degree that a vortex forms around me.
Yeah, no, like a fucking tentacle Beyblade.
I'm going to. I'm gonna do, like I'm taking a moment to inspect the mask.
Okay. I'll show you what the mask looks like.
Is it green by chance?
No.
It's party time. PART. Why? 'Cause I gotta. Is that the minstrel from? Is that from Darkest Dungeon?
Is that Mr. Insane Clown Posse himself?
I could have sworn there was a person that looked like that from Darkest Dungeon.
I'm just waiting for when Tides gets turned into a balloon animal, like Mozo was.
Yeah.
As you, you hold the mask, you inspect it. It looks like a jester's mask. What do you want to do? Do you want to, like, roll an investigation?
I actually would like to do an Arcana check to see if I can glean the functionality of the mask.
It covers your face, I think.
Being a wizard and all, I know a thing or two about magic and magic items. I got a 22.
Well,
Hey, Hailers, guess what?
Was
Covering your face don't need magic.
so as you look at the mask is of two things. So, first of all, the mask itself is magical and contains a magical ruin on the inside of it, a ruin of speaking.
A rune of speech. Expound, if you would.
So,
Is the rune?
I'm
Is it
getting there.
inscribed on
I'm
the
getting
interior?
there.
Is it inscribed on the interior of the mask?
You look on the inside of the mask, and there is a ruin that is of speech. Upon that, I'm looking at my notes real quick for something.
unacceptable.
Everything is so fucking laggy right now.
Hailers, guess what? I knew that already.
Chicken butt.
Oh god, everything's lagging now.
It's almost like Tides was rolling Arcana or something.
Yeah, I don't think you need Arcana to figure out what a mask does, though.
So,
Yeah,
the mask itself has a rune of speech in it, and is marked with the incantations of the trickster god called the Mask, otherwise known as the Lord of Shadows. And also, there is a strange symbol on the front of the mask that looks to be that of... I need you to roll me a history check.
Okay. I suck at history checks. I failed before. 7. I don't know what this is.
Oh, no, you don't know what that symbol is. But you know that...
Been living under a rock under the sea.
You can't make hide nor hair of what that other symbol is.
You feel compelled to put it on.
It's
I
out
feel
of your
compelled to
leagues.
put this- I suddenly feel compelled to put this mask on.
But hey, roll me an intelligence save.
25.
You don't feel compelled to put it on anymore. Instead, it's just a slight interest.
The compulsion slowly faded into a slight interest.
That is what I said.
Hearing a voice in my head repeating everything I'm saying.
I'm making an absolute what of myself? The most embarrassing thing you ever see? See? And now I'm making it worse because I'm repeating everything you're saying into the microphone?
Do you put the mask on or not?
I put the mask in my bag for later.
As you put it into your bag, it
Yum.
disappears.
I grasp where the mask would have been if it didn't disappear.
You grasp at it in
And
your bag, and there's nothing there in the bag. Instead, the mask is right where it was on your bed.
Okay,
Your tub.
I guess. Oh, it's. I pull it out of the frosty waters of the wash basin. Damn it. Oh, the slight interest has begun to turn into morbid curiosity.
Now you're getting it. Good.
I'm just hearing, coward. We have worlds to conquer.
what do you do?
Okay, I guess I'm going to hold the mask in my hand and exit my room.
Okay. As you exit your room, you see that Alirce is at the stove cooking up some eggs and other things. Cordova, you come out of your room as you have woken up and see that Tides is walking downstairs holding a mask as you smell fresh breakfast being cooked up by one of your friends. As Wanda, where's Wanda's token?
We'll
Wanda's with the
consider us
Boulders and
friends.
Wanda is
I was going to say,
crushed under boulders
Wanda's-
and Gabe.
Wanda's
Happily.
wicked babies. I love the
Just
babies.
resting. It's good. It's a good what's it called? It's a good massage, I guess. Good way to roll out the kinks, you know. Crack.
Bet one of them won't shut up about feet.
They can't talk. They're still nonverbal.
I was making a joke about the kinks.
I know. I'm redirecting it. The safety of the babies.
What do you think, Cordova? As you see a strange mask in Tide's hands as he walks down the steps. What do you do?
I don't know, nothing catastrophic has happened. Well, okay, that's a lie. Alirce is trying to make food, so... we'll see what comes of that attempt.
Well, I'm at least better than our former rogue. We've established this.
Tides walks back up the stairs and walks over to Cordova. Hey, check out this
Yeah.
strange mask I found.
Yeah, out of curiosity, where'd you find it?
I awoke, nearly died of frostbite, and found this. On the interior, there's a symbol related to a trickery deity, Lord of Shadows, aka the Mask.
You
Oh.
feel a compulsion,
Well.
Cordova, to pick it up.
And this is how
Okay.
we derail the entire session.
Did
As he
Is it a-
leans over to grab it. If he leans
is it
over to grab
a
it,
hold on a
Tides
sec? Is it
gonna
a
slip
compulsion that can easily be resisted, or do you want me to make a roll?
No, you can resist it. It's just like a, hey, that's a pretty cool mask.
If I see him trying
Huh.
to reach for it, I'm gonna. He's
Where
gonna
did you
clutch it to
find
my
that?
chest and go,
Because I feel like that's... Okay, I'm not usually that interested in masks. I feel like that's not normal.
if he were to reach for it, I would.
I don't go to reach for it.
I was gonna like clutch it to my chest and go, "Fuck off! It's mine." I woke up after Alirce nearly killed me, and
You're gonna have to be more
I think-
specific than that.
oh, she dropped the bag of colding into my wash basin and froze several of my tentacles to the interior. I broke. them
Oh
off
yeah,
with
that
her
time. I remember.
Hey, shut up and go back to making pretend at being a chef. Try not to burn the place
Jeez.
I
down.
really,
She's
I
like
really
making an
wonder what happens
omelet,
if I put the
but
mask
she's
on.
like flipping it like pizza dough.
Crush your poison.
Hatsamara. I really wonder what happens if I put this on.
Maybe don't. Because usually inanimate objects that compel you to interact with it is probably not good.
I hold the mask to my ear instead of directly to my face to see if I can hear anything.
You don't hear anything.
I jostle the mask to see if that does anything.
You still don't hear anything.
If you put it on and start making noises like you're about to explode, I'm gonna pitch you out a window.
Put the mask on.
You're gonna put the mask on.
Here we go.
Tides? Hello?
Final answer.
Final answer.
You're putting the mask on, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I
Okay.
Put the mask on. Final
So,
answer.
as you put the mask on, nothing happens. Well, all except that you hear a voice say, "Ooh, you finally put it on! Why, hello! It's so good to finally have someone to talk to! It's been ages! But that's all I'm here to say! Toodaloo!" As then the mask teleports off your face and away. As you
So,
hear a whisper
what the
in
fuck
your
was
ear
that?
say, as you hear a whisper in both your ears say, "I'll be watching."
So he said, or it said, I think it's a guy. The disembodied voice said, "Oh, you finally put it on. It's been such a long time since I've had someone to talk to. It's been ages.
Wiggles eyebrows.
That's all I wanted to say. Toodaloo," and then it disappeared. And then did you also hear it say, "I'll be watching"?
That's a good question. Did Cordova hear any of that?
You didn't hear anything up until the final words were said, "I'll be watching." And that's when you both heard that thing. Cordova, you only heard, "I'll be watching."
You know what? It's probably fine. Probably.
Man, why am I such a magnet for disembodied voices?
I was gonna say I'm noticing a trend where whenever someone gets one, they always gotta get more after that. They're the one who always fails the save to get another.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is with you and, like, disembodied voices in particular. Like, I mean, fuck it, when when I poked that fucking relic, it didn't even fucking say anything to me. It just cut to the chase.
Yeah, we got
For
a
some
sorcerer in
reason, it did
another
say-
game who got up to 3, and then we took him to a doctor. He got cured, and then he had another tube pop into his head later.
Oh, also, that reminds me. Here is fucking enough to buy yourself a Happy Meal or whatever the fuck.
Is that a circus thing? I don't really
I don't fucking know.
know.
Just
As
get
you-
yourself
as
something decent
you-
to eat.
As you ask, "Is that a circus thing?" the voice in your head says, "Oh,
I said a
should
surface
imp-"
thing.
Well, he's heard.
Circus thing.
I heard circus, so I'm doing the bit anyways. As the voice
You're
says,
doing the
"Ooh, I
bit
should
anyway.
add that to my next attraction."
Oh, here's enough gold pieces to get yourself a kid's meal from Wendigos.
The Cordova, like, passes you a, like, patch of silver.
The voice then says, "Don't spend it all in one place, kiddo."
I think the voice I'm hearing right now, my current disembodied voice, is the LOS,
The what?
Lord of Shadows, LOS,
Oh.
more commonly
Call
known
him
as the
Shades.
Mask.
Well, good luck with that, I guess.
As he says in
I wonder
your
what'll
head,
happen if
as
I do something that they happen to find entertaining.
the voice says in your head, Cordova, "Just call me Shadow for short, but I'm not that kind of life form."
Now, Balls, it's in my head too. Fuck.
Shadow, it's me, the devil. It's funny that you think you can stop me, but I'm literally the devil from the Bible, so...
As you say, oh no, it's in your head, Cordova, he says, no, you're just in proximity.
Oh, thank goodness.
But do you
Am I
want me to
also
be
able
here
to hear
forever?
what he's saying?
We can be best buds. Fried chicken and all.
Whole thing.
If I get strong enough, I'm gonna listen here, Shay. If I get strong enough, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna pick you up and shake you. It's gonna be about the end of it, but I am going to pick you up and shake you.
Oh, that's sweet. I'll pluck your feathers and see whether I should or shouldn't hurt you.
Like your skin.
Was that... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm imagining that she loves me not with each feather.
Yep.
I remember when my party picked me up and shook me. You remember that, Wanda?
He dies. Luck.
Good memories.
Too much.
Okay, well, if you start plucking feathers, you'll have properly earned a spin cycle. You're gonna throw
Like
up
those,
all over the place.
You say
Hold
that
those little
last
signs
one
up.
out loud as the voice is not in your head anymore. As if you were conversing with it, but that last one you say out loud.
Well,
Okay.
Anywho,
What are you two doing standing on the stairs? Come get breakfast.
roll me a
I already told
performance
you
check.
I'm not eating whatever toxic waste you've put together.
Roll me a performance
I
check
look
for
over
your
at Cordova.
breakfast.
He's humorous yet annoying, right?
0.
Roll me a deception check.
Make it look presentable.
It's like a... He's kind of like a... I find you annoying
17.
but with
So,
affection
Cordova,
kind of thing.
you know, normally you would be absolutely... No, I'm not doing this. However, you smell a delicious omelet. A delicious veggie omelet. Tides, you smell amazingly fried fish like you've never had before. And Wanda, you smell a deliciously scrambled eggs and steak. It looks beautiful. The steak looks moist, the eggs look expertly cooked. It seems like Alirce is really trying hard, the best that they can, to make a breakfast for you guys.
Wanda backs away.
Congrats, you made yourself something presentable.
Enjoy your food.
It smells amazing. It smells fantastic.
Yeah, but you know, high rolls just means a better outcome. That doesn't mean success in the best capacity.
No, but
She's also going to be eating it, but she's going to say, "This is my best work," which Wanda will testify to. She eats some pretty rancid things at times.
I was backed away from the food. From
So
all
Wanda, at the
together.
very least, is probably getting some red flags on this one.
So strange.
Like, the celebration is over. She's back to normal.
He's back
Yes.
to normal.
Yish walks over smelling the food. Do you feed some to Yish?
Oh, he's happy to take some. She's already, like, spread it out and moved to the other side to eat some.
Oh. Yish waddles on over and is like kind of like looking at you like a puppy begging for food.
Yeah, she'll, like, pat the seat for him to hop up and eat, because she doesn't want the food going to waste.
He crawls up onto the stool and then crawls onto the bar. What do you do? Do any of you do any of you say anything when Yish crawls up there, or no?
No. That's just
They
a
need to
choice.
go
Tide says,
big and strong.
"Aw."
Yish
Each has his own
gobbles.
free will.
Yish gobbles down the steak, immediately falls off onto the floor, X's in his eyes, looking as if he just fell to his death.
Oh god, I
Oh.
did not realize it was poison.
Are you talking
I was
like,
gonna
like
say,
the
oh, it's
cartoon?
just the classic food poisoning. She taps him with a greater restoration and goes back to eating.
like the classic
He's been cured
cartoon
of
death,
his
like they
extreme poison condition. He is still unconscious.
Oh gosh.
like they double over
Wanna
and have
take
just
some
like
Yish? I'm sorry.
the white lily in their hand. Like,
I'm so sorry, Yish. I pick him up and I take it to Bowls and Gabe. Just like do.
Boulders and Gabe
Okay.
just kind of look at you like, what do you want me to do?
You just love rest. Right there. I just put him down there, love rest. You come back too. Just I did not think that'll happen.
Nivi comes over and places a hand on his head and brings him back up to stability.
Just
Like, oh, he's got a fever. Oh wait, he's a fucking dragon.
Wow. Hey, Dargan.
So,
Pet the Dargan.
you could go down there and pet the Durgan.
Well,
Where do you wish to move your token?
well,
away from Al's food.
I mean, it at least still smells good, even if you don't eat it.
It smells like good, but it's poisonous, so no.
Classic anime
I
trope.
mean, you can't. I was gonna say you can't eat incense, but it can still smell good.
I'd say there's a good few flowers you shouldn't eat.
So, is your token just stuck, Cordova, or are you not able to move it?
No, I just haven't been focused on the owlbear.
Oh, fair. I'll just move you over to the dragon.
I'll bear that in mind.
So you see two giant dragons that are, well, not giant, but they're very big dragons as they're sitting on a stage, swaying their tails back and forth like dogs as you approach.
Cordova says hi.
They just stare at you.
And pet the Durgan.
As you pet them, they breathe a little puff of steam out of their noses as they womp their tail on the ground happy. Thwomp, slash, thwomp, slash, thwomp.
Yay.
Those days.
So as you all
Objective
enjoy,
complete.
As you all enjoy your breakfast and your early stuff, where are you going to make travel to?
The pier.
Pier?
Yeah, the
pier.
White House or whatever the fuck it was.
The White
a
House?
body of water. A body of water.
Well, it's almost like there's a body of water or something.
Boat.
The salty
boat?
spittoon.
Boat.
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 Unless you want to, walk there on the land bridges.
Tentacles begin to wriggle.
Hey, boat.
Or unless you want to walk there.
Get on the boat and do a funny dance.
Do you wish to take a boat?
A little bit.
Okay. Are you all ready to set? Are you all ready to set out then?
Ready to ship
Yeah.
off.
Forward and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we find everything that we're looking for.
Yay.
Copy this.
Give me that sweet, sweet scene transition. Beam me up, Cactus. Gotta love that scene transition.
Do we
So,
arrive?
You have
Shoreline.
arrived at a port. Upon getting to a port, You know, there's a fair and stuff going on, like a little bit of a festival, like a sea festival. And because you have your letter of introduction with you, you are able to obtain a ship for free, as you will need sea passage. So they say, one of the, seafarers say, "Oh, we'll give you that ship there."
Oh, for a fair price?
Well, you have the Queen's golden letter there. You need some kind of passage across the sea.
I figured we'd
Yeah.
just walk.
Cordova's going to get on the boat and do a funny dance.
Clerics can, like, give themselves and other people the ability to walk on water.
I also
You-
I can also compel you all to grow gills. It's kind of a thing I can do.
I really want that.
Well, yeah, but
have-
I can fly, and I'm still choosing to, hang out on boat.
You have all
That boat sounds
gathered onto the boat. Upon doing so, you set sail. So,
Ah.
a couple things
Does the ship
about...
have a pre-existing name?
I'll get to that.
Buddy McBoatface?
Welcome aboard the SS. It was like that when I got there.
It's called Beef Burrows.
Beef Burrows?
The Unsinkable 7.
So,
the
I will
USS,
need
let's try this again.
a couple things from you. One, who is going to steer the ship?
We're steering the ship.
I was kind of hoping we could have a skeleton crew.
Tides imitates the sound of a rim shot.
The big ass ship. I
Oh,
know one piece in this situation.
dibs on being either the gunner or shipwright.
I just say there's usually more than one gunner.
If nobody's going to want to drive the ship, I can, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'll...
could.
Wanda steering.
I could animate the ship itself.
We don't need to do too much magic stuff. I'll just drive the ship.
So, Captain Wanda.
I was gonna say, we do at least know who the captain is. Same as for the
Yeah.
squad.
Wanda.
So Wanda is
You've
your
been
captain.
outvoted, I'm sorry.
Wanda leads the charge.
Next, I need to know who is going to be a lookout.
Those
Bird.
are eyesight. Bird.
I think the nerd bird would be a good idea.
What do your bird eyes see?
Okay. So you are put in the magpie nest.
Yay.
I had earlier said I was going to be either the ship's gunner or the ship's shipwright. I've seen a few sunken wrecks in my day. I know how to
Cause them?
Yes.
I think as
So I know
far
how to
as
do that
like
in reverse.
I think the term for like just the armaments in general rather than like an individual gun would be gunnery sergeant, I think. If I'm not mistaken. If I am not mistooketh.
Sure. So you're going to choose tides to man your cannons.
Probably.
I'm manning
Sure.
the ship's. I man the ship's guns, I guess.
Sure.
Cool.
As long as it take a strength roll for him, I think he should be fine.
But oh fuck, that's right. You said that. You said siege weapons was a separate proficiency, didn't you?
Yep.
Oof.
That's why
Well, if
I
I
was.
don't get to be captain, I'll be the quartermaster.
Which this would be a perfect time to, build up that skill.
Yeah, I'd want to.
Fuck this
Probably.
bird in particular.
That's why I said dibs on shipwright.
Do you want to switch lookout positions with the wizard?
Wizzy, what's this?
No. Let me check my perception skill.
I'm imagining
I have
he
a
has his tentacles like cupped like a telescope.
I have a passive investigation of 18, but I have a passive perception of
Expectomation.
9.
Inspectomation.
Yeah, I have a
You suck
mediocre
at seeing
passive.
things, but you're good at figuring out how those things work.
Yeah.
I can tell you how a ship works, but I can't tell you if there is a ship nearby.
That's why the person that can fly would be a better choice for the person in the magpie's nest.
Now, see, I'd make a good gunner because I can already point and shoot, but also I can briefly fly up for fucking I don't fucking know, range finding and shit.
All right.
Then I guess we're gonna give that duty to a random skeleton.
All right. I guess I'm actually just the shipwright then. I have mending.
Fun. So much fun. As she drives the boat. She sails the boat.
I'm just imagining the fucking skeleton has a telescope held up in its eye socket.
A spyglass
This
in
is
the eye socket.
magical.
Pretty much. It sticks the telescope into the eye socket.
It's really funny too because that's not going to help them at all because the skeletons in D&D have like life sense that's only out to like 30 feet. So the telescope's not going to help with shit. We got to keep up with
Cordova, you are now gunner / general shipwright stuff, and
yeah, if this is ship wrong, I don't want to be shipwright.
Do you want to name the undead?
Wait. So if Cordova is both gunner and shipwright, what the hell am I doing?
No, you just missed it. That they assigned a skeleton to be lookout. You have siege weapon guy who wants to be on gunner. What are you going to do, Alerse?
Oh, I said I was going to quartermaster if I can't be given the captain duties.
Sure.
You're gonna be ship left.
A ledger of everything on the ship.
I manage
I
supplies,
guess,
equipment, logistics. I gotta tell the skeletons where to go.
I guess I'm ambassador of Fishman Relations.
What the fuck does a bosun do? Do we have a bosun?
Let me pull up a description of what a bosun does. What does a bosun do?
Supervising deck crew and ensuring the vessel's exterior is maintained and operated safely.
Okay, you're a bosun / ambassador. So, okay,
I
Wanda,
make
make me a couple survival checks.
And
Oh, that's
bosun.
wonderful. That's not the right role.
I will help you with a
Oh, I'm good.
guidance and bless.
Oh no!
Aren't you glad I helped?
Well, so
I got natural one.
you only needed one survival check. But
in the background,
encounter
I'm going to be
dice.
providing members of the.
Meanwhile,
I'm
me and
gonna
my
be providing
plus
members of
5.
the crew. In the background, I'm going to provide members of the crew a few
got a
small
natural
lessons in Fishman Relations.
there is no members of the crew. It is just you guys and one undead skeleton.
I Oh, just
I
okay. I'm just gonna
did I
practice
get
the
advantage
lessons
for
for
help
that
action,
one
or did I
skeleton.
just have one?
I can also pop guidance if that's okay.
I
Well, we
got a
can't
natural one. I just don't
help a
say do
nat
that.
one. Yeah, even if you stack it,
Oh.
which you can't.
I wish you got help action instead, but like that's all I got.
I would, but I'm
Oh,
not proficient. I just have a +5 because of my wisdom.
Guidance doesn't. Oh, it doesn't stack.
No,
It does. It just does work here. 'Cause natural one.
no, he was saying use his guidance with my guidance on the same person.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't stack those.
The combined power of 2 charges of the spell guidance does not exist.
Time to
Because
roll
otherwise, you
on
could just
fire
cast the
table.
cantrip over and over. Yeah, you guys were too good for Captain Alarsay to make survival checks.
Okay. Just this, and then big ol' monster fuck.
The old monster. I would love it if that's like the story they tell in the bars with the guy with the hook who's like, I saw the beast.
The
It
big
was a
ol'
whole monster fuck.
Monster fucker points. Monster fucker. I'm just saying, don't you think that Kraken's got a little something something? Tides, buddy.
I mean, at this point, if you did, everyone would be like, oh, not you two. Alarsay's rubbing off on you.
Where is it on this
So
large fucking
do we?
table?
So for all future nautical fast travel sections, do we just own a boat now?
Yeah.
This is just straight up our ship.
We know a gal.
Oh, now I really wish our boat was called the Milkmaid, because I have a sea shanty about a boat called the
No.
Milkmaid.
Fucking cursed. No.
Boat called Full of Pilk.
I was gonna
Hell
say,
no.
technically we can rename the boat, but I think you're gonna get vetoed.
So fast.
What about the SS Atlan?
What about the rock solid and suspiciously convenient alibi?
Oh. Oh.
Just call
Oh,
it the
no.
alibi for short.
Oh no.
You have stumbled across 2 giant sea kings. Hooray!
What? The
Wow.
fuck?
Look at that!
Make it go faster!
Roll me initiative. By initiative, you don't actually have initiative here. It is the monster and then the ship turn, and you can do things on the ship.
Wait, so is
Where?
like the ship's initiative just like the best out of all of our initiative?
Well, he posted
Point
the
you're
rules a
trying to get
while
away
back.
from me. You
Should
have
be
no way
a
of
number, right?
fighting.
That's for the other
There's
kids.
no way of fighting these. Going to run.
Tides
sail away.
Is Tides able to call out that there are 2 giant sea creatures off the
But-
port
I
and
think
starboard
y'all can
stern?
see 2 giant sea creatures.
Hold on as I go grab those rules for you to read through. As you're gonna quickly
I'll
learn
port
about
and
combat.
starboard. There's 2
And
giant
I'll
sea
pull up the
monsters off the
music.
port and starboard stern. Oh, which sides are those? Both of them. It does not matter.
I bet I'm gonna, out of curiosity, are there like actually cannons on this ship, or is it like a ballistic?
No, there's
I
actual
think we.
cannons.
Yeah.
I actually.
Oh,
I
hey,
can
look at
also kind of. I also can
Even
kind
if
of
there weren't,
function
you
as
have
like
a cannon.
a gun on the ship.
You
We have
literally
smoking
carry around a
barrel or
cannon.
whatever the hell it's. We've got smoking barrel or whatever the hell it's called.
Multi-fuse or whatever.
Also, I can cast a couple different flavors of projectile spell, so I also can kind of function as the ship's main gun.
minute as I go grab it from the other game, because I'm just going to copy that template.
Okay, but like, am I still supposed to roll initiative, or do I don't?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
No. I need to know all of your guys' movement, so starting with Lirce.
30.
Actually, no, that doesn't matter in this case, because you're being chased.
Oh,
Whoa.
Teehee,
That's
don't catch
not
me,
fair.
Teehee.
Pretty close with their size.
Go look in
Hello.
the ship combat in the homebrew section.
It's wonderful. Okay.
There's all the rules and rulings, and then right below it is your ship stats.
Rules.
Okay.
Fucking Umbra. It keeps fucking closing. It keeps fucking closing that thread.
What?
My Discord, it keeps, the whole like
Yeah,
channel
I haven't
thread
heard
thing.
of that.
You just gotta follow it. If you go into channels in the channels and roles section in the server, you can just follow it. But I will do a basic breakdown. So the basic breakdown that happens, right?
Well, yeah,
is
but
that-
like which.
Which what?
That. Like where's the thread though?
Just type in Homebrew Archive.
I also linked it in the out of character. It says ship combat in bold.
So the basic gist is that you're going to have the monster's turn or your ship turn. The ship turn comes around, you all have individual turns on the ship, right? That you can operate and do things. So if you want to say it'd be same thing as normal, you want to do an attack, you can do your attacks, right? Whatever you want to do. Or if you want to operate ship stuff, you'd have to do that in terms of actions and bonus actions. So if you want to steer the ship to go in a different direction, or to like move away or keep going, in this case doesn't matter, you're being chased. But
Okay, I
essentially-
added the fucking Homebrew archive to the channel list.
But it goes over everything that, you have your actions, which involve, using one of the weapons in the ship. Aiming is incorporated into that as a check you can do. There's the power of the shot, whether the ammo is used, or knockback, or how much you pack it. Reload time. Bonus action includes steering, sailing speed, ship repair depending on the damage, and then a reaction is anybody's normal reaction can then be translated into an effect with the ship. You can do all your normal attacks if you want to, normally. Like, say, Cordova could go out and fly and, maneuver himself, or you could do a water walk, or whatever you want to do. But yeah. The ship stats
This
just
is
give you a
crazy.
breakdown of, like, a simplified look at it.
And now all Wanda's doing is trying to make the boat go faster. Way for the monster. Zigzagging the out
Drop
there.
the sails.
Okay.
Drop the sails!
Wanda, it is your turn first.
Sailing, really? I tell others to drop the sails to make it go faster and just like continue going. Just like, get going! And then I'd say,
So-
you might need to get the cannons ready!
So, you want to use your bonus action to increase your sailing speed.
Yes!
Okay. I need you to roll me an athletics check.
I got that. Absolutely. button. There you go, 27.
You've
That's all,
increased your
thanks.
sailing speed. Do you wish to increase it by a low amount, medium amount, or a high amount?
I.
Okay, so you're moving at 50 feet per what? Per minute? Per minute now? 50 feet per minute. So decently fast. That translate like each turn you're moving like 50 feet.
Nice.
So now you have an action left in your turn. What do you want to do?
I think I want to turn the ship a little bit towards direction. We'll make a zigzag kind of thing to get these fucking.
Okay, so you want to use your control. Roll me a performance check.
I was gonna say, is this more of a dodge action or a slam into a creature?
This would be like a dodge action kind of thing.
And trying to make sure like I'm preparing myself to avoid that's not gonna work out. A 3.
So you attempt to kind of do like a zigzag pattern to kind of get the ship in like you sway it a little bit to the left and then the right as you're trying to like do like a wave trail, right? Kind of like make it turn a little bit, zigzagging back and forth, getting a thing going. Instead, though, I was to just.
It's like instead
Not
of
my best.
zigzagging, you're more just sticking to the middle because you keep turning back too soon.
Oh well, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Do I need to anchor these to the image?
Oh no, we dropped the anchor. We're
Oh,
stalled.
damage.
Yarr. Pull up the anchors. We're trying to leave.
No.
Okay, you're trying to like change the position of the ship.
No, I'm trying to get it so like the colors stay, so everything's mounted. But I'll just get rid of the colors.
I was gonna say if the orientation of the ship compared to the monsters needs to change, but it's being too much of a pain in the ass, you could just change the angle that the monsters are on the map.
That's
I
no
like the
problem.
way
Because this is a relatively simple map. Like there's just the two monsters as features.
I'll just add more C.
more to see.
Great idea, Cordova.
Well,
The piece de resistance. Anyone else feel like we've been passing that same wave over and over again? I think we're going in circles.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Just a quick cop paste. I don't think anyone cares too much about the visuals of the water.
I know, I was joking.
So,
Like, I think we passed that same tree a few times.
we needed to go faster. I feel like there's a pretty wide gap between the has and has nots.
I need to be bigger
so
gap.
you have
Oh my
turned your
gosh.
ship upon doing so. Oh, well, that wasn't stationed down. There we go. You turn the ship, Wanda, as you are now steering away. However, you went completely one direction. So you went completely clockwise as you are now side to side of these monsters.
I'm parallel with them. Fuck. Okay. Just keep sailing. Just try to avoid them.
Fire on the broadside.
I was gonna say, hey, look at that, a clear sight picture.
Get the guns ready.
Tides, you're up.
Yeah, slow down.
Do I have
Now,
line of
does he
sight?
need to be first,
I
because
don't
I'd
know.
love
Do
to
you see
play
the two
weapon.
giant fucking creatures to the side of you?
I have line of sight. Wait, did we rotate the ship?
Yeah,
Yes.
that just happened.
Turn. Okay.
You're 500
open
feet
my
away.
spell menu. Do I have any spells with a range? Range, 500, no, 120, 120, 30, 30, 120, 120, 60. Down.
Get a load of this guy who didn't take a crossbow.
Those things are very far away, though.
It's fine. Fire at disadvantage.
I'm a close quarters combatant. Don't fucking judge me.
Maybe the best option isn't to fight them, though.
Oh! I roll to Riz.
Wow.
Not what I had in mind.
Monster fucker. Points. Monster fucker. Monster fucker.
So, Tides, now that you're at the ocean, do you want to try to do anything?
Can I make a check of some kind to see if I happen to recognize these two specific sea kings?
Sure.
I know
What?
you.
Can I like an investigation check to see if, like, hey, do I know you?
Well, roll me a history check first to figure out what kind they are.
Okay. 8.
Nice, nice.
Great start.
Now, was that a low DC? Because, I mean, if it's a 12, we can work with that. You just gotta roll super well on that D4.
No, it was an 8. So, you don't have a damn clue. It's been a long-ass time. Fuzzy memories.
Hey. I've it's kind of fuzzy, but these sea kings, they give off kind of like, oh, I'm getting some wicked deja vu right now.
Why don't you try waving?
I think they're docile and only attack if provoked.
Okay.
You know what?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah?
it. Why not? I'm gonna wave politely.
Persuasion.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
12.
That's
Try rolling that
alright.
D4.
They both use a legendary action to dive into the water.
Can I pop
What?
Can I pop that D4? Can I pop that D4?
Do it! It's not a
I'ma pop
question of
that
if. Do it!
I'm gonna pop that D4. You gotta be fucking
Nice,
kidding me!
nice.
I got got an extra 1, so that bumps it up to a 13.
They use their reaction to dive into the water as a legendary reaction.
Okay,
They'll
the
love
Sea
us.
Kings have submerged. I repeat, the Sea Kings have submerged.
Nope, they're probably gone.
It's a
But
gamble, but I'm
just
pretty
in
sure
case.
I'm pretty sure there's a slight chance we might be boned if they're gonna resurface closer to the ship. So who wants mage armor?
No one. Anyway,
Alerce, what do you want to do?
holy weapon, whatever Kadob is preparing to fire.
On what cannon?
If it's the one he got from the captain, that one. If it's
I was-
something that's mounted on here, that
I was-
one. Whatever.
I was gonna say holy weapon lasts a minute. Would it be acceptable for Cordova to be like manning the cannons but have faulty barrel ready? Like just resting on a nearby like bit of geometry or whatever to pick up and have at it. If they,
I
because
can also
here's the
hold
deal.
my action to do it as soon as you have like line of sight or say now.
Yeah, because the thing is they went underwater. We don't know how close they're going to resurface.
Well, your weapons are
Well,
your
there you
weapons. Ready or not, you can use them however you wish, but faulty barrel would be starting off with one shot. Whether it's, there or not. You can still pull out faulty barrel just the same as you could pull out anything else. It's a matter, though, if you're going to try to use one of the cannons, though, that would take up an action and reload. Or to hold it, because that's where you get into, like, the sand things, the sandpaper, the grift, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action to cast a spell when you give the signal.
Are you going to man a cannon, or are you going to man your weapon? If you want to build up that siege experience, though, you'd want to man a cannon.
Yeah. As much of a wallop as Faulty Barrel is capable of packing. Oh shit! It's the beginning of combat, isn't it?
Yes.
A little bit.
I should probably remember to apply the fucking temp HP
As I said,
from bolster.
I'm about 90% sure that these Sea Kings are docile and only attack if provoked.
Well, yeah, I
that's why
still
we
need
said
to.
just in case we're prepping
Yeah.
an action. So
Also,
if
regardless-
they ram us or something,
Also,
attack back.
regardless,
This is
building up.
This is a good idea.
Also, regardless,
good
building
idea.
up siege experience also kind of, among other things, requires experience with reloading the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna man a cannon.
In accordance with the better to have it and not need it maxim, this is a good idea.
Alright, so I take it that's our turn.
I mean, yeah, probably like feel free to like holy weapon the cannon I'm on, just so that you're not having to like worry about like concentration or any of that shit.
Okay, so what are you doing, Cordova? It is your turn. What do you choose to do?
Load the cannon.
Which cannon?
The one that I'm right next to. Actually, the one that I'm right next to.
On the opposite side of where the Sea Kings were?
It's all a trick.
Yeah,
He's going to come up from the other side.
I was going to say, yeah, on one hand, we have no fucking clue where they're going to surface. On the other hand, those assholes can only move so fast, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to this cannon, like, on the other side. And
I bet they have a
load
pretty
that.
decent swim speed. I mean, they're called Sea Kings for a reason.
Yes, but also this map is fucking gigantic.
It's because they're seeking a fight. The wrong people.
I mean, if they can speak, I could probably reason with them.
Well, they're not
Like
called speaking, are they?
Imagine I miss a shot and they start criticizing me. They say, "Come on, arc your shots."
So, as you are going to man this cannon, right? Your first time firing this kind of cannon before, I need to ask you: are you going to? So, with this on your action, right? You're obviously going to make an action to like fire the weapon, but are you going to choose to try to power up the shot?
Oh, that's an option.
So in the full list of the ship combat, right, on the action is to fire the gun. However, to aim is a check, to check power is a check. Let's see. And then like reload time, instead of being like a bonus action in itself, reloading is subtracted from your movement. Because you're having to use movement to like do it. So, how far did you move to the other cannon? That was what?
Good question. Is the ship really that big?
No, consider it's just for the size of the map. Consider every square on the ship to be 1 foot.
Okay, fair. Probably just for because I'm a fucking hair splitter when it comes to, like, token to map scaling. Forgive me, but
Looks like 20.
20? Okay. So, given the circumstances, Cordova would probably fly that 20 feet and land right next to it.
Okay.
So I guess that would leave 30 feet left.
It's just to reload it. To reload the cannon, you need 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. In which case, yeah, that's easily handled. Okay, and then you said...
That's also
Okay,
technically
action.
how you're able to get multiple shots off, because it's a shooter, meaning it shoots a straight cannon shot. But that also... Oh wait, no, it's not a burst. Never mind. You can't get multiple shots off. Whoopsie.
Yeah, so the shooter, as you mentioned.
So you've reloaded it. Do you want to try to increase the power of it? If it's too strong, it'll just blow the cannon up.
Okay, question. Is Cordova able to take a look at the cannon, see whether or not it's, like, cracked or anything?
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Okie dokie. Inspectimagation. 5.
Okay. So your 5, it looks like a rusty cannon.
Okay, yeah, Cordova's not gonna, like, put it through its paces or anything.
By the way, if you look in your homebrew section, I added in specifically...
Yeah, I saw the XP tracker.
Yeah. For reloading, you have gained 12 XP.
Nice. Okay, so...
Do you want me to give you XP each time it's done, or do you want me to give you a cumulative XP at the end of the round?
Would I get XP for doing different things?
Yes. XP with siege weapons is accrued over time, either through the actions you take with the weapon, inspecting the weapon, doing extra things with it, that thing. Everything to do with the weapon of the siege weapon, whether it be crafting ammo, doing
Just
stuff,
anything that would familiarize with
accrues
it. Okay.
XP. But doing simple shit over and over again obviously won't, but it depends what you're doing with it.
Well, yeah, cause I also imagine that would depend on, like, what that thing is, because, like, repeatedly looking at it is not the same as, like, doing reload drills, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so that was movement for reloading it.
Mm-hmm.
What am I throwing my action at?
Well, you throw your action at attacking with it, however, you can still choose to try to aim.
Is that an action
check,
or a bonus action?
No, it's not an action. It's a check.
Oh,
so aiming is you must make an insight check plus a perception check to aim at the target.
Okay.
Let me know.
So is it like a...
Yeah, it's just a insight check, and then you roll it, and then a plus the perception check, whatever you roll, and then depending on the
Okay, so it's a pile together check.
Yeah, a pile together check.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I have advantage on insight because of one of my runes. Boop. Nat 20 on the on the insight.
Okay.
And perception. 15.
Okay, so off rip, you know. See, what was the nat 20 on, perception or insight?
Insight.
Okay, your insight tells you that while it is a giant beast and it may have a fast swim speed, you are currently moving at 50 feet per turn, which at the end of all, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're moving at 100 feet per minute. It's pretty fast. In terms of when they're going to get to you, so it's 100 feet per round. In a minute, it's like 1,000 feet per minute.
I thought a round was like 6 seconds.
Yeah, 6 seconds. So,
'cause,
sorry, 100.
Yeah.
You're moving at 100 feet per 6 seconds. So you're going to be moving pretty fucking fast, right?
Yeah.
With that speed, The Sea Kings are keeping pace with you in the sense they were before, but your speed is making them like lag behind you, meaning that you can infer from your insight they don't actually have a very strong swim speed. They don't have a strong swing speed in terms of being able to keep up with pace. It's just that they can go for a very long time.
Okay, so these are potentially like long haul pursuers. They're not
Yeah.
able to like run circles around the ship.
No. With your perception, you're able to peer down into the murky waters and to see that, yeah, to confirm, they are not moving that fast. Instead, they are minorly moving their body to conserve energy. They're in it for the long haul. They're going to wait until that wind slows down and you're not able to, steer as good, or you might fuck up somewhere along the way. Then they're going to strike. However,
Fair enough.
because of your cannon, because of your nat 20, you have a plus 10 combined with the 5, you have a plus 15 to hit with your cannon shot
Nice.
because you aimed. Add another 12 XP to your counter. With a nat 20, that is doubled, so it is 24 XP.
Nice. Wait, okay, so should I have a note now? Or
What do you mean?
you said add however much XP, I should be managing the note.
Yeah, I'd recommend notating it down, but it's also in your thingy in case you need to look at it. So if you want to just copy that somewhere.
Yeah.
I can also just mark down the XP for you in your homebrew archive if you want, or Lersay can do it.
I would rather the DM do that.
Well, you said that because I already did it, since you're talking about it.
Do you want to make your own message to manage it, or do you want me to? I won't be able to manage it all the time.
Yeah, I'll. Okay, so siege level is still 0 out of 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah, it's 0 out of 50. So you're currently leveled 0. You're approaching level 1, and each time that you rank up a level, you just increase its XP maximum from the 100 by 40-20. So if you rolled 40-20 and it was 80, now it's 180 to get to the next level.
okay, so how much XP have I accumulated thus far?
36.
36.
Yep.
Level 0, 36 out of 100 XP.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
That should be easy enough to manage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you have everything prepared. Do you choose to fire now, or do you choose to fire when you have a better line of sight?
I don't know, plus 15 sounds pretty good. Unless it's like a D100.
The attacks are usually done with a core die roll.
Yeah, it's still a normal roll. It's just that you're accounting for depth now.
Yeah, and water does not like projectiles. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a clearer line of sight. It wouldn't be too much of a leap in logic to say that Cordova knows that water eats projectiles very, very quickly. Yeah.
Yep, you would know that.
Yeah.
So while you hold your action to move the Sea Kings a little bit. This one pops back up as he is going to. You hear like a subsonic click. Everybody make me a con save.
Well, this doesn't happen to be against being poisoned, does it?
No.
Yeah,
This isn't
didn't
magic, is it?
17.
Uh,
I
wisdom-
roll
you said
guidance. I
wisdom?
don't know. Ah!
Say wisdom or con?
Con.
I appear to have gotten a 9.
I
Also
appear
got
to have
what?
gotten a 4.
Your natural one.
I got a 4.
24.
17.
I gotta have high
38.
constitution to survive my breakfast.
Okay,
Yeah, your
so
breakfast is
Wanda, you got a 17, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so Wanda,
To that pack.
Wanda, Cordova, what do you say? So Wanda and Alirse, you pass the check. Tides, nat 1, you feel seasick as fuck. As you vomit, take 1d12 damage.
This doesn't make sense.
You take 10 damage as you vomit up fish inside of your suit.
Oh my
Well,
god, how
You're land
ironic.
sick.
Land sick. He don't like boats.
Also, and then Cordova, you
Yikes.
also vomit as you take 10 damage as well as you vomit up whatever bread you had this morning.
Well,
Wanda, it is. Oh, sorry, no, not yet. As you see the Sea King down here, and then this one is. He didn't really move much from his position, but you see him beginning to breathe in a massive amount of air as he's going to hold that for his next turn.
Oh god.
Docile, huh?
Speed the hell up. God, speed the hell up.
so does held actions work the same way?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Because it hold action for attack when they like pop back up, right?
Yeah, you can fire right now if you wanted.
Okay. On one hand, the thing that first one did wasn't very nice. On the other hand, when something that is as big as what I'm going to be wrestling in the future breathes in, that usually doesn't mean a good thing. So I'm going to shoot at the one that just took in a deep breath.
Okay.
water jet, water jet, water jet.
Hydro cannon.
Oh, he turns to Alirse. Oh, I had assumed that they're docile and only attack if provoked, but I actually mistook them for something else. The Sea Kings are hostile and attack on sight.
So what do I roll?
You were thinking
I
of
was gonna
Steam
say-
Kings.
No, I was gonna say, are you sure you're not thinking dorsal instead of docile? They got a dorsal fin.
Here's, hey,
With the way I just said
Good.
that, I was kind of reminded of Battle Block Theater. I say, gentlemen,
Okay,
I do
so I need
believe
to hear
we're kind of
Cordova's
spot
attack,
father.
please.
hold on, real quick. It's just- you mixed them up with Ocean King, you dumb fuck. Anyways, what do I roll for the attack?
So, because you don't have proficiency yet in siege weapons, the attack is a. See here, real quick.
Is it like straight dex,
Is-
straight strength?
I'm looking for it. 1 minute. Actually, okay, you were proficient with, you fired a cannon before. I'd say you could just go off based off faulty barrel.
Okay, you want me to just do a faulty barrel attack then for the roll to hit?
Yeah, do a roll to hit plus 15.
Yeah, boop. 11 plus 15, that makes 26.
Did you
Okay.
add the holy weapon?
I don't think Holy Weapon gives a bonus to hit.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
wait,
I thought
hold
you were
on a
saying
sec.
the damage.
So 20. Let's see, 15.
Yeah, no. We haven't done damage yet.
Yeah, if anything, it'd be the blast that gives you a D4.
So 26.
Oh, did you have me blessed?
I blessed everyone at the start.
Fair enough.
So 26.
It- Sorry, what was that, Cactus?
Well, it's 11 plus 15, so that's 26.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do the bless.
Back when I
Bless. Boop. 29.
You hit the target.
Okay. So what damage dice do I roll?
Well, the cannon itself is, because you aimed, let's see, it is a 1d20.
Plus
Okay, okay.
2d6 radiant. Its
With the
treat is
big-
magical.
With the goose
2d8.
on my part.
Oh, did I see that?
You,
Like,
you
oh,
said
oh.
2d6.
Oh, these guys aren't docile.
Oh,
They're
yep,
hostile
2d8.
when attack on sight. And it's like, oh, I see, gentlemen. I do believe you in quite a spot of
Okay,
bother.
so
Really?
you said a
Did
d20
you
plus
please?
2d8?
Yes.
Boop. Hey, the d20 weapon damage rolled a 20, so 29 is the outcome of the roll. I don't know whether or not, it being a cannon multiplies the damage or anything crazy like that.
No. So as soon as you fire, you'll see in a moment. So as soon as you fire the shot, like it go, so as it heads on towards it, you aimed. Where did you want to aim for? What on its body? Where?
Okay, I
'Cause
guess
it's about
how.
to blast us or
Yeah,
stomach.
I was gonna
Knock
say
the air out of
head. If it is that ludicrously big, he's gonna try to dunk it in the mouth.
Okay. As you see it inhaling, you shoot it straight in the mouth. You blow a hole straight through the back of its windpipe.
Oof, that cannot be pleasant.
Upon doing so, it takes the damage as it lets out an ear-piercing shriek. As you see, blood has now begun to pour down its neck in a waterfall. The cannonball exploded, shooting a shotgun blast out the backside of its neck. You bursted open its windpipe and its neck from the back.
Cordova's gonna.
Fin.
Yeah, Cordova's gonna kind of, I guess, stand a little straighter in surprise, pick up another cannonball, look at it. Oh, these are shells. Okay.
Yeah, because we're at sea. Get it?
You've gained 25 experience from that shot.
You said 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
61 now.
Okay. With that now, it is...
I couldn't tell if that was aquatophobic.
Wanda, you are up.
No,
Wanda
just nautical
is,
humor.
Speed up and doing like a dodging turn forever to prevent the boat from getting hit by whatever the water blast that dragon,
Performance check.
that sea monster's gonna blast. And
No, that one already got shot in the throat. And we already
Yeah,
experienced the sonic blast.
I'm not terribly sure how capable of following through with its original action it is now.
You just see it kind of
Also-
like
Yeah,
but
holding
that's
its
what I'm
chest
saying. So
as
it's
it
going,
isn't able to inhale anymore because you shot its fucking windpipe. But what would you like to do, Wanda, on your turn as the
I wanna
BRB.
speed up and then turn to like the right to make some distance.
Okay, I need you to roll me an athletics check.
How the
That's
hell
it?
do you speed up a sailboat? Do you just go over to the sails and go,
14.
Okay,
Before it-
blowing into the sails?
you're only able to minorly increase the sailing speed at a low 10 feet, so it's increased to 60 feet.
And I'm going to turn.
Now I need
To the right,
a performance check.
Following those
Why
tailwinds.
don't you do performance? You're gonna do it to the flare. I only got an 8.
Once again, you turn as you are just sailing in a different direction now. But
Ah! I said right. This is left.
you kind of made them a little bit closer to you.
Look, I said right. Why did you make it turn all the way to the left? This is a 90-degree angle. This is a
Ooh,
whole full. This is not realistic at all. This is not realistic.
Are we within 20 of that Sea King?
The like 20 feet to you?
Yeah, because I'm seeking to cast Firebolt.
Oh, so when I make that joke, it's aquaphobic.
So that ends your turn, Wanda. Tides, you're going to try to... You want to move your token somewhere?
My token's on the map?
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
right there.
Couldn't see it because it was so zoomed out.
You gotta follow the dotted line on the map.
Each square is
Yarr.
1 foot. On the ship, but it's 5 feet off the ship.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13,
What are you mumbling, you scurvy dog?
17, 18,
You'll be swimming with
19,
the fishes
20,
if you
21,
don't speak up.
22, 23, 24, 25. Saving some movement. Getting his... Oh, good God. How do you use the measuring tool?
It would be
Usually you
approximately 200 feet from your current location.
Motherfucker. Once we eventually move slightly closer to you, it's on site.
Okay, so you want to hold your action for a firebolt?
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Wanda.
Yeah?
If you move the ship slightly closer, I can do something.
Oh, we better
Why
stay
do I
away
want
then.
to slide closer?
I got a flaming lionfish spine with this fucker's name on it.
I can only do so much. Trying to survive here.
Just wanted you to know.
Just thinking you also
I have a
man
plan.
cannon. Oh, no.
What's up?
He had a plan.
Those always go well.
So, it is now Illyrice's turn. What would you like to do, Illyrice?
Yeah, I already kind of ran through my thing. Unless I wanted to
see the
start
skeleton
deathwarding people.
look down at you as he points to the Sea King that's like super close to the ship. Like he just found something.
I'll be real, I was waiting for one to like ram into us so that it could be like, oh, I found one.
It like looks and it's like it's pointing and it like messages you, I found one. I found something. It's really big.
That's very nice.
Just waiting for the Sea King to like ram into the ship so this so you can just go, hey look, it's Sea King.
Yep, I guess we're
good.
gonna hold a cloud kill if they get in 120 feet of us. And we'll
Oh, man, that
slowly
would-
make our way over.
That could be useful if we were going away from them, and also maybe if they weren't so fucking big, because I feel like they would just maybe need to like straighten their back out to avoid the cloud kill.
If they just straighten up a bit, suddenly their head is above the cloud kill range.
Think
Is it
about their-
reaching up with the cloud kill like a fucking gremlin reaching for a fucking cookie jar?
Oh no, that was me climbing these boxes and then like hopping the extra little bit because Illyrice's short, grabbing onto the ledge, pulling myself up.
Clambering up a pile of barrels and boxes and then just vaulting over a railing like.
So yeah, if we get like 100 feet closer, I guess.
Yeah, I was saying, Wanda, if we move the ship slightly closer to the Sea King, then it's on sight because my
I mean, they'll
spells
be
have
getting
shit
closer to
range.
us, so we don't need her to do anything really. But that's my turn.
Oh no. I'm just trying to get going.
Okay, Cordova.
Yeah, so keep trying to get further away, and you'll keep failing. So we keep getting closer. All according to plan.
All according to Keikaku.
Okay, Cordova, you're up.
Whoa. I bet.
You got a bird's eye view.
Okay, hold on a second. Bear with me for just a second. I'm going to see whether or not there's something wrong. Give me a minute.
This house is on fire.
It's not a house, it's a boat.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
I don't need a lifeguard. This is a bathtub.
Okay, well, I suppose I may as well, fucking load another cannonball, and aim and shoot at the same, wait, no, hold on a sec.
Do you have 2 attacks per action?
Yeah.
You could have shot twice.
Oof.
Because you're sacrificing
Not as a
movement.
held action, though.
No, not as a held action, but I'm saying that you could now, if you wanted to.
Fair. And alas, the one that I shot earlier is all the way over on the right side.
Yep.
Wait, the Sea King that we shot is not the one close to the ship?
No.
Because the perspective shifted.
Oh.
The one closest to the ship used to be down, and the one farthest from the ship used to be left.
Think of this as an old PC game where it doesn't have the graphics to see as the ship turning, so I'm just turning your perspective.
Like Doom.
Because that's more like that's less unwieldy than, you know, trying to like swing around the entire ship map. Yeah, if I can get a guess reload, aim at the closest one and shoot, because this cannon is still the one that was, you know, holy weapon.
To aim again, insight and perception.
Wabba wabba. Whoop. So 13, and then perception. Wabba wabba. Whoa, that's a nat 1.
You don't gain anything off this one. No bonuses, but you do see that it is closer. But you are still able to somewhat aim. So you can aim for a general area.
It's the size of a keep. I'm going to hit it.
Where would you like to generally aim for?
I don't know, center mass. That's usually good practice. Or at least, like, center of the mass that is above water.
Roll to hit.
Okay, and then... boop. And boop.
You know you can aim each individual time, right? So each shot can be aimed.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to take that 19 back?
No, I suppose I wouldn't necessarily want to do that.
Okay.
I mean, because that is a fairly high roll. Yeah, fuck it. I think it averages that. I'll take the 19 back and roll another aim.
Okay. Insight and perception.
Perception, that's 14. Or, wait, no, whoops, that's insight, that's a 14. Perception is a dirty 20.
Okay. You get a +5 off that to hit. So now roll to hit.
So, multi-barrel, boop. Okay, and then the two bless. Oh, hey, the weaker one rolled maximum.
So you essentially average it out to your 19 again.
So the first one, the first attack roll with that bless is 21.
Nice.
The 19 plus 2, right? That makes for a second 21.
13 plus 5, which is 18 plus 2 is 20.
Okay. So a 21 and a 20.
Average it out to about the same.
Yeah.
So, with that, you fire off both shots. Roll me 2d20s plus the was it 2d6s or 2d8s?
2d8.
So then 4d8, 2d20.
Okay. Boop. So there's the sum total of both shots, 36.
Nice.
If you aim for center mass, as your first shot is fired, it hits it in the rib cage, where it hits kind of like skin deep, but your second one cracks into the other one and blows a shotgun blast through its chest cavity.
Oh no, it's like a fucked up game of like shell. It's like fucking it's like fucking billiards, but with fucking cannon shells.
Ka-tink, boom, as you just blow off its chest piece completely, revealing its fleshy interior as it lets out a screech.
Oh no, this wooden
Angry
thing
fish
bites
noises.
back.
So it is heavily wounded, not happy as it's bleeding all the way into the water. It then uses its reaction to then go into the water. However, because it's wounded, it's now screaming in the water.
I
There's
mean, it
salt
can
in
probably
here.
breathe underwater.
There's salt in here. Fuck.
I mean, depending on how smart they. Well, actually, no. Like the.
Roll me an intimidation check, Cordova.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're good at those, right? I bet a lot of people get intimidated by looks.
So, question. You know the thing with intimidate, with skills sometimes being justified as far as like rolling a different base ability compared to how it's usually linked. You don't reckon I could maybe like justify like rolling strength or dex instead of charisma for this, could I?
You're rolling more intimidation for the boat.
Boats menacingly.
So would that still be charisma, or?
It would still be charisma, because it's more so for the boat as a whole.
What can I justify to you what roll, or I mean modifier he used for his cannon shot, since it's the cannon that scared it?
Well, yeah, that's why I mentioned like strength or dex, which I think faulty barrel is dex based.
You could use your dexterity modifier for this particular roll.
Okie dokie, because I'm not
Your charisma
proficient in intimidation, and my charisma is a -1.
You could use your dexterity for this.
Okie dokie. Boink. Still didn't roll terribly impressive.
Well, you made a check. Oh yeah. So whoopsie. So yeah, you made a check. So it's not convinced that it's like what you did to the animal. You fucking confused it, because it's like
Cordova's making some not very scary noises. Like every time he shoots, he's going bang.
So this thing is like confused as shit, because it's like this small fucking wooden construct. It hurt me really bad, but it doesn't look all that intimidating. Maybe I could go in for a bite. Maybe. Just if I'm careful.
Like I should be able to crush this thing. Maybe
maybe I can do it. But if I fuck up, God, please hope I don't fuck up.
Maybe that big hurt was a one-off or a fluke somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a bee. They can only sting you once.
So it swims
I'm sure it's over
under
now.
the boat to the other side, where it pops up directly here next to you.
So it's in range of a cloud kill.
Pops up directly next to you as it's going to
a
smack
firebolt.
its tail up against the stern of your ship.
Oh, our reactions, right?
Okay, held action should trigger.
Hold on.
Oh,
I need to calculate.
Popped out.
You can do that, but do your thing. I'm gonna calculate ship stuff.
La gasp.
Calculate this con save.
A
Walker.
27 def
I
should
think
hit.
with that. Sorry.
Wait, no.
No?
Wait, no. Where's lightning bolt?
Well, you already declared firebolt. Wow.
You already declared firebolt.
All right. Okay.
Don't get
Yeah,
pain.
I'm pretty sure your
If-
turn's coming
if
up
it's-
soon. Anyways,
If it's within range next turn, okay. This is my held action, so I'm gonna use lightning bolt on my actual turn. My held
Yeah,
action should
but-
trigger. I got a 20, got a 27, so that def should hit. So I'm gonna do a damage roll. That damage output is 16.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
so-
unfortunately gotta wait since I gotta wait for your con save.
Stop! Don't move the fucking. Okay. So it hits the ship. It's dealing that much plus. So minus.
It's stealing, the rat bastard.
So the outer hull is a 4. Divide that. By 4. And that's down from 15. AC is 8. A lot of math.
Math. My D&D? It's more likely than you think.
The ship took 10 damage.
Tell it to stop being so dramatic.
So
Damage area has
original
300.
damage
So
was 60. Your outer armor divided by 4, bring it down to 15 minus AC of 8, gave you about yeah. So
you have
about
now
10 damage. So now you're at 290. But
290.
so the actual hull itself took some damage. You're taking on a little bit of water, like little streams of it. Not a lot, but a little bit. With that said, though, what was your firebolt attack? What was the AC to hit? 27. 27 hits. How much damage total? Why is it firing twice?
What do you mean?
I
why
think
is it
that's
firing?
the ignite or whatever, where it like takes fire damage, right? Or am I thinking of something
What's
else?
I didn't.
I'm just wondering why it's split
It
between
said-
12 and 4.
I rolled to hit using the hit and DC button, and then I rolled damage using the damage roll button.
Yeah,
the
but he's
damage is-
asking why it says 6 plus 6 equals 12 and then plus 4 damage.
I
Is
have
the
a
plus
plus-
4 your intelligence? Is that what that is?
I think. Wait, hang on, let me go full screen with it.
Because the 2d6 are the roll, and then that would be your
Yeah.
modifier, right?
Yeah, I have an int mod of +4. Double sixes is 12 with a +4. Yeah, that is why I got a 16. I can math.
you can meth.
Yay.
Okay. Well, anyways, so
There's a math head to your madness.
It's getting very late though.
yeah, we're
Little bit.
getting close to the end here. So
But we don't sleep.
I do, I have work.
Wanda, 'tis your turn. It is right next to you.
Oh,
I'm trying
I was gonna say I'm still waiting on the con save for the cloud kill.
Oh, okay. Con save.
DC 17 con save.
A 10.
Nice.
at this point. Wanda's just going.
She's going?
Just going.
Gone?
You got it at 10.
Sailing,
How much
sailing.
damage?
Yep. We're waiting for the rolls to go through. 21
Ooh.
plus.
How big is Cloud Kill?
I have that. It's like. See, you gotta scroll every time I switch tabs. 12 20-foot orb,
Well,
and it lasts for 10 minutes in that spot. Well, spear.
Where do you place the orb?
the orb.
I guess somewhere in the center of it. As long as that's within range.
How much damage? Oh, you already rolled 20.
21.
Uh,
And I'm able to deal an extra 1d4 necrotic. That thing you gave me. So 3 necrotic.
It is not happy as it screams again. With that said, you have moved on past it, as it is now down here when the ship moves. The cloud is also moving, still on it. Big guy over here, he's like, nope, I'm out of here. He swam away.
well, ich win.
That shot in the windpipe is like a no. Fuck that. Wanda, your turn?
Wanda is just like saying, I'm just gotta do what I gotta do, and sails away. Sailing. Sailing. Quickly as
Sail.
possible.
Bum,
Get
bum, bum, bum,
out
bum,
here.
bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
Speeding up
So,
because I'm not.
what is your athletics check for speed?
It is going to be 17.
Okay, you're able to increase it by another as a medium amount, so by 20 feet. So it is now up to 80 feet. And then steering.
Steering.
Performance.
Maybe a little to the left. Maybe to the left. No, you know what? No, I'm not steering. Because she's
Not
going
you're
straight.
ahead.
Yeah, and just in case, I have to take like the dodge turn in case the other one pops up somewhere. I'm like, oh
Performance
fuck, turn. Performance check. Okay, performance. Do we good? Oh, you fucker! It was gonna be 11 or 15. We're gonna turn to 5 instead. I got 6.
Nah, you can't do that.
Thanks, Wanda. We were
Tides,
hoping
your
you'd
turn.
get us closer.
Baba waba.
Okay, Tides, you're up.
Lightning bolt time. Unmute thyself.
Yee.
Yee.
What did the... you motherfucker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's like 20
Yeah.
feet, my guy. Just
My brother in
roll your
Christ.
character all the way
It
over.
is 50 feet from stern to stern. You have a max of 30 feet. You can get there.
My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. I keep
I did, in
spamming my
fact, prepare a
160
sandwich.
feet.
I keep spamming my basic bitch spells.
Why not lightning bolt?
Why not cosplay a Tesla coil instead?
The fuck is the range of?
100 feet is lightning bolt.
Yeah.
It is
It's
currently,
definitely in range. It's right next to your
it
boat.
is currently 155 feet away from your casting position.
Okay, then I'd like to move slightly closer. See if I'm...
It is now 140 feet away from your casting position. You've already used your movement. Well, did you actually? So
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, he
4,
could have
5,
just
6,
moved
7, 8,
diagonally during that time.
12, 15. You
I
can get a right.
I moved.
You can divide that
I went
by
diagonally for a portion of it.
divide that by 3. It's about.
How many more tiles?
You can move about 5 more tiles.
Are you moving further away?
I don't think I could move further down because I would potentially fall off the boat.
Oh no, you might drown.
Climb on the boat.
Gonna. Now that I'm slightly closer, am I within range?
Well, let's test that fact. Yep, you can just barely hit it.
Alright.
So
Give me that DC 16 dex save.
Nat 1.
It's gonna
Aims.
take 21 it's gonna take 21 lightning damage and 21 lightning damage and not 24. Just 4 empowered evocation damage, resulting in 25 total damage.
Wow.
Wow. What?
Wow.
I don't know why you didn't cast that at 5th
Bolt.
level, but okay.
Bolt from the blue. I didn't cast
Gotta
it
save.
at a higher level because I'm saving my higher level spell slots.
Yeah, for the Sea Emperors.
So that's 25 times 2 because it's in the water, 50 damage. It is shocked, but aggravated.
Shock
Lightning
and
damage
awe.
has it. Lightning damage has a × 2 damage multiplier while the target's in water?
If the target is in
Water
water or wearing metal armor, it's conductive. They take double damage.
Yeah. What?
Why do you think a shocking grass would crit you?
Peep. And there's some water.
It would double crit you, actually, because you're wearing metal and you're in water.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
Fuck you, double crits you.
Son of a bitch, headset died.
Oh no.
I said if you're ever struck with lightning, you're getting double critted because you're in metal and water.
That's painful.
I thought my suit was made of leather.
No. It's made of metal with leather.
Okay, Captain Pedantic.
Brother, you argue
Captain
more
Crunch.
pedantic shit all the time. So, with that said,
JoJo to be continued.
I was gonna get through the rest
To
of
be
this
continued?
combat cycle.
All this exercise. Yay.
Yay!
So for some reason we were aiming for the leg. Yeah, I'm in 120 feet.
Okay, so Cloud Kill is still on it.
Yeah, it moves over time though.
So roll me damage again on Cloud Kill.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it would have moved
it
enough
moves-
to be
It
out
moves
of
10 feet
that
per
giant-ass token.
round. So 27 plus an extra D for necrotic. 29 total.
Okay.
And then I'll just hold action to cloud kill again if it moves.
Yeah, lingering damage, baby.
Cordova.
Well, that's it. That's it. Wabba wabba.
Whee!
I'm gonna
Shoot to kill.
Divide whatever number you see on the map by 3 for the boat. It's a rough estimate. 100 divided by 3 is about...
Divided by 3, not 5.
Yeah, divided by 5, sorry.
Oh, right, okay.
Just for the
Crap,
boat.
okay, so that's... Divided by 5, that's 10...
24.
20.
120.
I mean, if you wanted to get to
5
another
is
cannon,
60.
it would be right here.
Yeah. There you go. Boop. And hey,
Yeah,
look
you
at that.
Use 35 feet of movement.
35 feet? Okay. And then aim.
Amen.
It's insight and perception, right?
Yep, insight and perception.
Okay. Boop. That's a 10. And that's an @1.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You lose.
First shot.
Good day, sir.
Here's the second shot's aim. That's a @20.
Okay.
And 12.
So that's a plus
So-
15 for the second shot, and you can precisely aim it.
Okay, so nothing for the first shot, so bang. That's a @20 for the first shot.
Well, color me impressed. Yep.
The double crit prophecy has come true.
Okay. Okay. Roll your damage. Roll your hit for the second shot.
Okay, so 2d20. Or oh, right, to hit for
another
the second
hit,
shot.
yeah. Plus 15.
Is that boop?
Dirty
Hey,
20,
look at that.
35.
35. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Roll me your first damage.
That's 2d20, right?
Yeah, roll me your well, no, roll me your first damage so I can crit it, and then because the second shot's not getting critted.
Well, yeah, crit dice is
I do
like
double-
critical attacks do double
I-
dice. Oh, you do
I
double damage
Double
instead.
damage to double dice. So roll me the 1d20 plus 2d8. Oh wait, no, it's not holy weapon anymore. So
Yeah, this
1d20.
one's not.
1d20,
Yeah.
please.
Darn.
10. So the first shot explodes on its chest cavity, ripping open the scales, exposing its open, beating heart with its rib cage around its fleshy insides.
Okay, then second d20. Boink. Hey, look at that, exacting damage.
But you're able to precisely shoot this one. Where do you want to hit it?
Well, you just mentioned the heart getting exposed. I was originally going to try to flower this thing's face. Like blow it apart to where it looks like a meat flower.
What, did you develop a soft spot or something?
But if its heart's exposed, yeah, sure.
Okay, as you
I
fire
probably,
the second shot,
should have asked whether or not I could have like bonus action done Giant's Might, shouldn't I?
you could have.
Future
but,
reference.
So you shoot the 2 cannonball shots. You get 50 experience from both shots, and let me just give you a cumulative experience from both aims and such. Okay, and you had to reload once. And you overall...
If it's not dead by the end of this, I do have an action surge if you're willing to let me use it.
You gain 66 experience from all of that.
Okie dokie.
When you
66.
So you fired off the first shot, blew open its chest cavity. Second shot hit it right in the heart as you popped the heart like a fucking water balloon as it explodes and lets out a screech before it falls back into the ocean, splashing, turning part of the ocean in a 100-foot radius red.
Well,
For
As it
Mercule.
sinks down to the bottom of the sea.
he's got a EP with a Fiji.
I
Okay,
hope Mercule
so-
likes seafood.
That's more Dagoth territory, but
He's like, go do something impressive, and then immediately the first thing we kill
kill a seafood.
is the giant fuck
Okay,
off
so-
kaiju.
That puts me at level 1.
Yep.
Because that put it over 100.
Now you roll 40-20 to increase the maximum.
Okay, you want me to roll 40-20, or did you?
Yeah, you can roll 40-20.
Okay. Oof.
Hey, funny number. So your
Yeah, funny number.
Yeah, I got to reach 169. So you just change the max to 169.
Yep.
Level yourself up by 1. Congrats.
Yep.
That is
Yay.
the end of session as you continue on through.